Oh wow. What's good? This Shigozi. So, I'm done talking. That's all I can say. I'm done talking. I'm sick of saying the same things every fucking video, and then they come true because I just feel like I'm being mocked even harder. And then when people deny and not see what's going on, it's like, what the hell? Thanks for liking, by the way. I really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. So, this stream is dedicated for everyone who doesn't live in the East Coast time zone, who's probably still awake. So maybe Central Time, more preferably California time, Pacific, because it's like 3 hours behind in Mountain Time. So, on the other side of the country, away from DC, I hope you guys are seeing what they're doing. I mean, do I have to really say it again? Because I know I'm about to say it. Nancy Pelosi is a theatrical actor for the federal government. I mean, what is this shit? Are you seeing this? The face she's making, and how is this not manufactured TV propaganda? How is this not a sitcom? Literally, how are you not actually living out a Masonic sitcom? This is nothing else. This is an actor. Why are they doing this? First off, do you see why she has a gavel? Gavel equals 47, 88, 25, like Trump. Don't forget, Judge and gavel have the same gematria. And we're gonna see this a whole bunch. Impeach equals 134. Make America great. This is not hindsight, by the way. If you're new, I mean, this is something that we've seen for years. Because we've known this pattern. Make America great again. 134. Tisha B'av 134. If they didn't delete all of Zach's channels, you could see plenty of times that he would show Make America Great Again equals 134, like Impeach, and that it's obvious this thing will get blown up and possibly happen. And look, Trump impeached. And it just honestly, I mean, come on, when he got selected, I was even thinking this guy's gonna get impeached. I mean, it's Donald Trump. It's sensational TV. Everyone knew this was gonna happen. It's not even worth saying, oh, hindsight or this or that. I mean, if you really think Trump this wouldn't have even happened, and again, they're still gonna take the vote to the high court and then figure it out from there. So they can always go there and say, actually, we're not gonna do something about it. I mean, it's not over till it's over. Yeah, something big is about to happen. Trump shit is just to cover it up. That's interesting. It's a really good point. Hey, Gamatriate. Hey, Charlie. They starved 66 million Slavics in gulags, and we are way more anti-Zog than they were. And these people are just tyrants. So, I mean, stern message to party after impeaching Trump. Look at this. And they keep showing them hold this piece of paper. The Constitution. Guys, I know holding the Constitution rights and how they're important, I get all that stuff. That's great that people care for that and want to do something about it. But again, they're literally telling you that the Constitution is nothing but a piece of paper. And here's what I've always seen. Okay, why is YouTube allowed to just completely ignore the Constitution because they're a private company or whatever, which they're not. They're the federal government. But so the federal government can just make private companies and then just circumvent the Constitution. Because Baba Kamal 113A says it's okay for the Jews to circumvent the Gentiles through deception in a legal setting, and that's completely perfect. The Constitution is a legal document, but it's really just a piece of fucking paper, and it means nothing. That's why during the whole impeachment thing, they had everyone, holding their piece of paper, which is the Constitution. It's just sick. The 54-second video. Here, what I want to show you, though, early in this, is the votes. It's the number of votes they had. I mean, right when I saw that, that's when I even decided to stream. I was like, okay, now we're actually going to have to really look into this. What? Okay, good. I thought it changed it, but this is even better, too. Well, it's not. It's just as good. The House, I mean, it completes it. The House voted 230 to 197.
History is unfolding as we speak right now.
Yeah, and you see, we'll start here actually. See at 8:23 p.m. they initialized this at 8:23. Donald equals 23. The House voted 230 to 197. Donald 23, 197 is the 45th prime. He's the 45th president. This is definitely a ritual from the Freemasons. 197 is the 45th prime number. You see that? The House voted 230 to 197. Donald equals 23. Donald equals 23. Ritual 45, or, well, 45 is the sum of Saturn's magic square, but 197 is the 45th prime. Donald Trump's the 45th president. And then they charged Trump with abuse of power, and then the 229 to 198 to charge him with obstruction of Congress. 229 to 198. 229 is the 50th prime. Donald 50. So 230 votes in the other one, first one, and then 229 votes in the second one. Donald 229. Guys, this is good though. This is great. Do you know why this is great? Because see how this is a very clear example. Just like how George W. Bush won with 271 electoral votes. 271's the 58 prime, Bush 58, Freemason 58. These numbers stay in history forever. These are documented facts. I mean, is it a fact that they actually voted? No, it's a play, but it's still a fact that these are the numbers. They're not going to change them. This is going to go down in history, which means these are examples that are planted, cemented, that you can use to show people. And I really think at the end of the day, there'll be this gang's undoing. I mean, when they make it so blatant like this and so easy to reference, it's just easy to expose. And I keep noticing this 85, Trump's impeachment, which occurred 85 days. I still think there's more to that number, but federal government equals 85. I think they had like an 805 or something, 850 initialization.
Then we got 260.
Maybe not this one. 260.
For only the third time in American history.
The key of David 216. Think about it. The key of David 216. What that's about from Revelation 3:7. For 6 times 6 times 6, 216. 63. Donald Trump won with 63 million. Well, he didn't win. Well, he won, but okay, it's just part of the mockery. Donald Trump had 63 million, I think, like total votes or whatever, or or census votes, and then Hillary Clinton had like more than that, but of course Trump still won. But that was in 2016. The sum of the numbers 1 through 60 or 1 through 63 is 216. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way to 63 gives you 2016. That's why Donald Trump had the 63 million votes. And they mentioned 63 million votes during this play. I listened and watched some of it today. I think it's still going on too. You can watch live. I think it's still going. So we can listen to Nancy Pelosi acting some propaganda if she's still going. CNN Go Yum, see what they're doing? It might not even be
worse than Jesus did, and comparing his impeachment to Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
When Jesus was falsely accused of treason, Pontius Pilate gave Jesus the opportunity to face his accusers. During that sham trial, Pontius Pilate afforded more rights to Jesus than the Democrats have afforded this president in this process.
On December 7, 1941, a horrific act happened in the United States, and it's one that President Roosevelt said, this is a date that will live in infamy. Today, December the 18th, 2019, is another date that will live in infamy. All right.
They were supposed to do that.
Asha and Wajahat, Wash. Let's do this the right way. The best reckoning
I'm not gonna watch
of
this.
how upset they must be to make references to the second deadliest attack on American ground ever, and
See they sensationalize it
of Jesus right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas. See?
It tells me that they've made a Faustian bargain with a would-be authoritarian, a man who's been coddled his whole life by privilege, born into wealth, protected by celebrity, and now nurtured by the cocoon of the presidency, who for the first time in his life is being held accountable and is rage tweeting and rage shouting victimhood.
Look at my numbers,
And instead
198.
of saying, you know what, maybe
Yeah,
we
it's a
shouldn't compare
sitcom.
President Trump to, I don't know, Jesus, or maybe the impeachment to crucifixion or being staked or being burned or having literally boulders put on you for being an innocent young woman at Salem and being accused of being a witch. Nothing's going to happen to Trump. He walked out perfectly fine. He held a rally. He felt better about himself. The victimhood and the whining and the conspiratorial madness emanates from Trump and now has infected the Republican Party. And I will say this, and Elena and I were
It's a
talking
real
about this
conspiracy,
beforehand.
though. It's
The
bullshit.
best gift for Democrats is Trump. He's going to self-destruct just like he self-impeached. You saw today at that rally, what is it going to be like leading up to 2020? There is no bottom. It's going to get bottomer. And specifically, I want to make a bold prediction.
Why do you say, I want to hear your prediction, but why do you believe that what he's doing now is perceptible of his weakness and not his strength? This is what galvanizes people the way he was talking to them today. Don't underestimate the power.
Yeah, this is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I definitely want to interact with you guys. I'm sure you guys probably don't want to listen to these fuckers talk all day, but I just want to get some of those points out that they're talking about. Gomer, he was shaking. 2-term. I mean, guys, they could easily still make that happen. I mean, guys, these people can do anything at this point. It's just all just giant wild play. Yeah, not even 2 minutes. It's just so simple. Because the votes. Trump perfectly playing into this whole agenda, pushing the propaganda, keeping the slaves complacent. The liberals finally have their Hillary win. Yeah, and then yeah, that's just that whole thing. Like that's just what I'm not looking forward to is people talking about it. You hear Trump got impeached, oh, and they'll have their dumb little fucking opinions. That's like the whole time. That's what I've been thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to it. Hearing everyone's stupid fucking opinion on what they think of Donald Trump and what Donald Trump said this, he did that, going playing into the narrative, and I'm sitting here like, do you guys not fucking see? He is just an actor. He is just a fucking actor for the federal government. This is a complete fictional tale. It is a play. I don't know how else to fucking put it. What is it? I mean, look at her fucking face. She is an actress. This is a play. They're always paralleling these two people. What is this fucker doing now?
Whoa, don't say that about the 16-year-old with Asperger's. Nobody says, don't talk about the dead man that way. Isn't that proof of his strength, not his undoing?
Chris, I cannot get into his crazy. Honestly, like
everybody else, you can leave him out of it.
I think that what it
FBI right
demonstrates
here.
is
See?
a cowardice on the part of the people who believe that they either have to get in line or they're going to be thrown out of the tribe. And right now, membership means everything when it comes to politics. I do think that what they are essentially trying to do with these analogies is continue to politicize this impeachment and say that this is a tribal thing, as Elena mentioned. And I think it's for that reason that going back to this procedural issue on whether Pelosi should move these impeachment articles over.
I think she can.
I think she can hold for a little while, but this idea, I think this idea that they can hold it like a sword of Damocles.
Hold it for a little while. You get it.
As leverage to get the Senate
it doesn't matter. She's an actor.
I don't think
they're giving you bullshit.
She can do that indefinitely, and I don't think it is the right thing to do democratically. I mean, if we look at the criminal justice analog, when someone is charged, they do have a right to a speedy trial. So you can't.
Larry Tribe argues, the professor,
and
that.
Professor Tribe, you know.
What would you do if
Tribe. See, the tribe. That's what they're saying this. 12 tribes of Israel.
Solid information that the judge
Zionist
and or
Jews.
jury were not going to do their job. Would you continue with the indictment?
Well, in that case, what you'd be able to do is get the jurors kicked off. If you have evidence that someone is not an impartial juror or somehow compromised, you cannot do that here. But what I think, because the Republicans have been so brazen in their willingness to say that they're not going to be impartial, let them own the shame of, not holding a fair trial. Being impeached and then acquitted by a rigged jury is nothing to brag about for the president.
So shift the onus and put a spotlight on
They make him the presidential equivalent of O.J. Simpson, and he can hang out with that for the rest of his term.
Elena, one of my loose
Yeah,
rules is
9:32,
if something
talk about
happens
O.J.
3 times
Simpson.
in rapid succession,
Neat
it's
with him,
probably
too.
something to pay attention to. Today on the floor, you heard crucifixion done. There wasn't a smack of irony anywhere. The president, in his letter to Pelosi, said, you are insulting people of faith
Down
by saying
numbers.
that you pray for me, which shows one of the most fundamental misunderstandings of prayer I've ever heard of any adult in my life. But earlier, we heard members of the GOP side of Congress saying, from a religious, with this religious bent, that the president was being treated as badly as Jesus in his final time. It's the third time we've heard
Third
them go to
time, of
that.
course.
That means that it's not a mistake anymore.
And when these people do it, I'm
Chris,
suspicious.
I just want to be really clear in case any of your viewers, if there's any ambiguity about this point, House Democrats launching impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump is nothing like the crucifixion of Jesus Christ for our sins.
It's the same story from the same gang.
Really clear.
How's it not the same?
The second thing is that I think from a historical standpoint, it's interesting to me because during Johnson's impeachment, you had Democratic representatives argue essentially the same thing, that Pontius Pilate afforded Jesus more rights in his trial than were given to Andrew Johnson. So that, along with Pearl Harbor, shows that we kind of need to refresh our historical analogies a bit, that not everything rises to those levels.
Why not?
At this point,
Why are you trying to tell us what
shows
the
they're
history,
all in. It shows they're
the
all
written
in,
history?
but when it happened in Johnson's trial, that ended up making the 11th article of impeachment.
They're paralleling them on
levied against him.
purpose.
It just shows how much norms have broken down that, for Republicans, that wasn't even something to tweet a disavowal of on behalf of any member. It was just, another day in Trump's America.
Because he's the chosen one.
The chosen one.
They've said that also.
That's who puts out this
This is
propaganda.
what God
God's
wanted,
chosen.
was for him to be president.
Which to me, I mean,
Making the
the
shit for the goy.
messianic language that they would denounce, vis-a-vis Barack Obama. I mean, Christian conservatives all of the time would just, harangue Democrats for speaking in messianic overtones at times about Barack Obama. This is no longer overtones. I mean, it's quite explicit comparison.
It's just the tone.
To Jesus
And
Christ.
why am I bringing it up? To be inflammatory? No. To be instructive of where we're going.
No, because you're instructed to bring it up.
The talk. Thank you very much, each and all, for making us better on such an important night. Appreciate it. All right? So, next guest has just gone down in history with his vote to impeach. Congressman Cicilline has been at the forefront of this fight. How does he feel? What does he think about the holdup? What does it mean about what comes next? Next.
See, I think my ad blocker blocks their commercials. Maybe I should start taking it off because I like to see what the motherfucker Freemasons are trying to sell me. Maybe I could turn it off real quick. I have it blocked for CNN Go. CNN Goyim. Let's see what they're trying to sell the Goyim real quick with their propaganda. We have like 10 seconds left. Jesuit order. Look at that. Random look at that. Bounty. Just more waste products. That's all it is. Instead of a reusable rag, hey, buy our disposable fucking paper towels and just keep on fucking up the planet. Sure. And we'll give you money to do it too. They want us to pay them to do that. Look at that. And they use all these Zionist Jew services to log in. It's all run by the Freemasons, the Jesuit order. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Yeah, tribe, right? The guy's last name was Tribe, and they kept saying it. The small hat tribe. I mean, this stuff is just comedy. It's comedy every single time. Notice how we always get those 10-minute previews of CNN and CNN Goy. And just every time they do that, we can always look at that and make a video just on that. Just on what they're telling us in 10 minutes. Because it's always some sort of coded propaganda. Yep. These people definitely the chosen. And they're Talmud thumpers, and they let that known inside their propaganda. The government makes a ton of money having troops guard poppy fields so they can sling dope to everyone back home. Then further profit by sending them to jail. Absolutely. I mean, just like how you can diversify have multiple streams of income, that's exactly what the federal government does. And that's just their side hustle. That's literally their side hustle. troops guarding poppy fields to sling dope and then put people in the jails who are helping them facilitate the system. It's the side hustle. That's literally all it is. Just like how NFL's, I mean, I wouldn't call it NFL a side hustle. I think it's a little bigger than that. But, I mean, guys, the drug trade has probably even more money. So, yeah, they're just side hustles to this game. It's just hard to call it, I mean, NFL is just so, controls so many people's minds, like, insanely. I'm not trying to underestimate and downplay the fake sports that this gang uses to control the mind's eye of the masses. Look at the Vikings. Oh man, Kirk Cousins. This guy is a puppet. The games are fake. I mean, what else do I have to say? Every time it's just the same thing. I go down the sports page. It's the same process. Again, all my videos are the same. We scroll down. I talk about these a bunch of actors. Sports are fake. I give examples how. And as we're scrolling down, we see them branding their propaganda. 74 receptions. Masonic 74. Jewish 74. See that? 1018. Spiritual 118. Death 118. And then you scroll down and you get what? The 71. Always branding from the Catholic Church. You see that? Catholic 71 using alphabetical order. 71 right here. We're in the red and black Jesuit order colors. I know there's some yellow there too. But it's very clear this is from the Catholic Church. Jesuit order 72. Jesuit order 72. I mean, it's the same thing. Every time we look at Bleacher Report, it's the numbers for the Jesuit order, the Catholic Church, inside this fake sports. See? 55. Catholic equals 55. I'm not even making this shit up. I mean, you can see the gematria. Catholic, 55. When you reverse alphabetical order, H is the 19th letter. So 1 plus 9 is 10. We're using H1s, 55. Catholic, 55. This is propaganda from the Catholic Church. Well, sports distraction, sports deception. But then, of course, they love to fuse the sports and all the propaganda together and then have the narrators come together. Religion equals 53. But more importantly, Vesca Pisces 53. The shape of the football. The field is 53 and a third yards wide. 31. The 11th prime. Slave 31 with his black man wearing it. Broncos are 5'9". Some big riddle around that. Yeah, I might just have to start clicking on that more often because it never fails. I don't like to click on Bleacher Report because they don't have update times and video lengths, but it doesn't even matter. It's always the numbers for the Freemasons, always inside the information. So yeah, Donald Trump's impeached. I guess we did saw the analysis they're talking about. Watch CNN analysis. You hear the analysis was. And then you'll update it at 10:06. Again, they're comparing Donald Trump to Jesus. Jesus 61, like church, like God. Reflection of 16. Jesus 74. Trump 47. Time 61.
History is unfolding.
The Georgia rep, he kept saying, I have documented it on my blog, and we'll look at it maybe in a bit. But he's saying the clock and the calendar. The clock. Let's look at it now. He kept saying the clock and the calendar to refer to Trump and stuff. I mean, think about the clock and the calendar, time, Saturn Keeper of Time, and look what that equals in gematria. Doug Collins. This guy is just a puppet, and it just shows the things they were saying, and they're all reading off scripts, and they're all trying to just really emphasize what they're saying, being super emphatical and emotional, and they made it. It's okay. I'm trying to explain this the best way I can, but it's like they were one of the guys. I forgot where he was from, but he was kind of bald. He kind of looks like this type of look. This guy here, it wasn't him, but kind of looks like him. He was reading off his script at the podium, and he skips, kind of mumbled and skipped at some points, and you could just tell he was acting and trying to do it. I mean, these are all pretty bad actors. They would try to just be so into it, and it's okay if you if you were really speaking from emotion, you wouldn't have to like keep reading and say it. You would already have memorized parts of it, or you would like improvise some parts. Like you can't speak with that much emotion and conviction while reading like a paper and like keep looking and like skipping some parts, but you're still talking with emotion. That this makes no sense. It's like they're just acting the whole time. I hope you guys saw that. It was complete acting, and then it just goes to show when they do that, and then they say these certain things in the script that they're reading. They're reading off a piece of fucking paper. I mean, come on. These are all trained actors. Rep. Doug Collins, the clock and the calendar are driving House Democrats' impeachment push. Not the facts, power. He was defending Trump. The clock and the calendar. Here they're saying here the clock and the calendar, and here it's saying December 4th. I didn't check, but I think that sometimes they publish this, but they'll update it. They keep the published time. But I wouldn't be surprised if this guy said this earlier, and he's saying it again. The clock and the calendar. You see, I'm just letting you know. The clock and the calendar. You see that? So I'm not making this up. The clock on the calendar. Look what that equals. 187. This impeachment day was 187 days from Donald Trump's birthday. Think about that's the murder number as well. Society of Jesus 187. Ancient Acceptance Guys Right of Freemasonry 187. 187 days from Inauguration Day on 18th of July. The GOP convention was held for Trump in Ohio, which equals 187. Time equals 187. They're talking about the clock on the calendar. Time 187. Of course, the clock on the calendar, 407, a lot like 47. Trump 47, time 47. Trump 88. The clock on the calendar, 88. 88 connecting to time as well. 119 like Saturn. I mean, you see this shit. Obviously, this guy did not write his script. Obviously, he didn't write it. And I mean, even in the narratives, these guys don't write their things. They have aides and all this type of shit, and people like their party, their committee writes it for them, and they just read it. I mean, this is not a secret. I mean, it's how it is. But I'm showing you who the real writers are. It's not their little aides or their team. It is their employer. It is the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit Order, the Society of Jesus, and they brandish propaganda all by the numbers. Time, Trump. Remember, that was what I did with 42 life lesson number, Saturn 42, Saturn 69, Saturn 30. I said it's a big Saturnian day. Donald Trump's here having his event. And it's what? December 18th. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9, 3, 3, 9, Saturn 93. So it completes everything. All the numbers for here are in the date numerology except for 21. And from Doug Collins' birthday, or not, did I measure from his birthday? I did. But he's 53 years old. Impeachment equals 53. And Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, this is 5 weeks and 3 days from his upcoming birthday. We'll confirm that too in a second. But see, Doug Collins, born August 16th, 1966. He's 53 years old. Impeachment equals 53. That's what's participating in this. And this is 4 months and 2 days from his birthday, from his 53rd birthday, Saturn 42. It's a Saturnian ritual. A span of 4 months, 3 days. Masonic 43, killing 43, but more importantly, Thelema 125, Thelemic Saturnian ritual. And then at 1:14 p.m. Eastern Time, Collins asked to yield because they say, "Yo, I want California Rep to, McClintock to yield," and he wants him to give his speech. So he, wanted California to start talking. California 88, connected back to time to Trump. And of course, this guy's from Georgia, 44. They had Wisconsin there, Wisconsin 44. They kept going back and forth too. Not like as in they were arguing with each other, but the guy will call Georgia. Then he'll say, "Oh, Wisconsin, your turn." And then they'll go back to Georgia and stuff like that. Donald Trump's the 44th person to be president. The Lima equals 44. So we'll go to Wikipedia just so we can segue to Zelensky. And then look at Zelensky. I just type in Ukraine. I don't even type in the actor's name. I just go to Ukraine. You see what they're all about. They're the Freemasons. The entire Soviet Union area is run by this gang, if you're not aware. So quit believing Russian stuff. I try not to even call it Russian propaganda because it is, but I'm not trying to even confuse. It's like saying, chemtrails or like, conspiracy theorists. It's like you don't want to confuse people by saying certain things, like because the government wants you to believe that Russian propaganda is an actual thing in their version, but no, Russian propaganda, guys. This right here, this is Russian propaganda right here. Trump impeached. See, this is Russian propaganda. The same government who runs Russia, Ukraine, United States of Soviet Russia, United States of America. I mean, come on. This is them. This is their propaganda. So don't get confused. This guy, I know he's a Ukrainian president, but this is an actor for the Russian government. You get it. USSR never went anywhere. It's still here. I live in the USSR. They just call it United States of America. I mean, what's the difference? It's run by the same exact gang of people. So what's the difference? Culturally, they're different. That's about it. Geographically, that's it. So this guy, his birthday is when? January 25th, 1978. So we'll do the impeachment day to January 25th, because this is who he colluded with to get dirt on Joe Biden. I mean, the theatrical puppet whose name equals 37 like Congress, who's being used in all this. So from the impeachment to his birthday, which is January 25th, I think about Thelema 125. Well, I meant to do 2020. His upcoming birthday, just see, it's 53. You get the 53. 5 weeks, 3 days. See, 5 weeks, 3 days from his upcoming birthday. Impeachment equals 53. By the numbers. This is why you can't like don't argue with someone who's denying this and waste your time, but just don't have them like really just like try to convince you that you're wrong, that this is not what's going on. I mean, come on. That's why I show all these examples. I make it completely undeniable. And the thing is, YouTube can take my channel down, guys. It'll take me no more than like 5 videos to just prove it all over again across different things. Like I make a video about the market. I make a video about these fake sports. I don't talk about sports much, but I can see how they're fake. I mean, it's very easy to see how they're fraudulent. You can watch the games and see how they're fake. You can look at the narratives and see how they're fake. You can look at the scores and how they sync things up and see how they're fake. There's plenty of ways to see how sports are fake. I knew they were fake before Gematria, because I knew that the most I knew, one of my uncles was telling me that they, especially for the bigger games, the other coaches would have the playbook for the other team and know exactly what they're doing, and they would rig in a way that the coach would always know how to play against the other team and like do this or that, so they can have these certain outcomes. So we can have the big, Manning. Remember the whole Broncos? Like Peyton Manning was supposed to go to the Super Bowl and then retire after. I knew all that was going to happen, and that was before I knew about Gematria, because it was just the clean narrative. Why would Peyton Manning not go to the Super Bowl and win and then retire, and that's it? It was just, and then there was like Manning versus the other quarterback that they were talking up. I was like, this is going to happen. And then I think that was the season where the Vikings, like they had this field goal they're supposed to kick and make it, and they completely missed. It was the closest field goal ever. It was the biggest mockery I've ever seen in football. It was the closest field goal I've ever seen. He was literally right up there, and he missed it, obviously on purpose. And I knew he was going to miss it too, because I was like, this is probably going to happen, because the Vikings aren't going to win this game and move forward or whatever. And everything I thought happened actually happened, because I knew it was scripted. I knew that it's always the top teams winning. It was just like the WWE. And then I'm like, okay, how can people not see through that shit? It's fake bullshit. And that's why I keep going off on sports and how they're fake without even watching the games, because I just don't have a bunch of crap. Yeah, he was saying, you're great. You see this comment from Charlie Summer? My great uncle, well, his great uncle, but I'm reading the comment. My great uncle was the head ref in the NHL and quit because he was sick of throwing games. You see, if he was, that means it happened so much. He didn't throw 1 game or 2 games or 50 games. He probably threw like hundreds of games. It's like, okay, I'm fucking sick of this shit, and left. Oh, thanks a lot, Tracy. I'm glad you're here, bro. Yeah, guys, if you hit the like button, it helps the YouTube algorithm. But part of me thinks that, because guys, I mean, I do web development stuff, so I can easily see how it's possible for them to just add some exceptions. Yes, our algorithm's good when your video's liked, but if channel ID is this, then don't use the algorithm. They can easily just implement that. So I really appreciate the likes, and I love them. It helps. But if they don't help, you know why. It takes YouTube literally 1 line of code to just completely fuck me out of their algorithm. It's bullshit and I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because It's just so funny how YouTube just tries so hard to just suppress us. It's bullshit, and it's more bullshit than funny. But it's just like, okay, we're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? We're still gonna make videos, keep coming back. All we lose is subscribers, which it does hurt. But I'm not going anywhere. Speaking of which, we might as well look at some YouTube propaganda. We saw this earlier. Of course, wearing the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. We got the see YouTube propaganda. You see YouTube? This is the platform you're watching this stream on. If you're here, you're on YouTube. This is what you're using. You're using a platform that has this pentagram within a circle. This is an occult symbol. They're into occult stuff. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even trying to say what's evil, good, bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is the type of thing that YouTube is into. I'm just being very objective here, unbiased. That's why I always try to be in my videos. To drive the home more. If I'm being objective and unbiased, I mean, come on. The red and blue pillars of Freemasonry, right here with the clock, all about time with these people. I wish I can see what time it is. It's what, like, it's on the 10 and the 3, 103, Scottish 103. It's like almost on the 3 though. But it looks like it's what, 10:09. See, it's hard to. It looks like it looks like on the 10 and the 3.
When I upload a video to YouTube, I am probably making enough money to buy an expensive coffee at Starbucks.
Hey guys, it's Natalie.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Afterworld.
Hi everyone.
What's up, my MPG friends? Josh Summer's here today.
So for me personally, as sort of a content
I don't think we're gonna watch this whole thing, but I mean, 156 false flag, 156. When you're at a 33, you get 156. YouTube burnout is real. For 8 years, the number connected the time. I'm gonna jump in the chat for a second. I like to come back back in the chat when I can. Algorithm, algorithm. I like to use that on me as much as I can. Yep, YouTube run by the synagogue of Satan. Puns and rhymes, primes. They're really interesting. I really like your mind wisdoms there. Yep, everything's including our medicine industries run by this gang. Yeah, I can't watch sports either. Way too scripted. They're just rigged for betting. It's just like the market. It's just the market. The market is specifically designed to pretty much take your money from you. I mean, that's just like if you just go in blindly, you'll get lucky. I mean, any single person can take a winning trade, but it's a matter of being consistent. And the market's designed, and your psychology and everything, how you think about it, is just designed to like not win. So you have to like train extra hard. And since they do a lot of rigging and manipulation in the market, a lot of faking people out. People don't know better. Not much different. I mean, the sport's even more rigged. The sport's even more rigged than the market. I mean, the sports are just incredibly fake. Incredibly fake. Like you can't even that and just the politics. So Morgan has 830,000 YouTube subscribers. They promote a YouTube channel. You think CNN will ever do this? This is real news. Why couldn't they even say this? Hell, I would even take, conspiracy theorist tries to disprove us with his little numbers theory. Here, check out his channel, and they'll link it. Because any publicity is publicity, Bad publicity is good publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So it would suck for them to call me like that. But I would love them doing that. But you get why they'll never do that. They'll never put Zach's channel in here and say, "Oh, YouTube's deleted this guy's channel." I mean, isn't that an article that you would click on? YouTube's deleted this guy's channel over 20 times, and they'll call him conspiracy theorists. They'll use their propaganda tactics, but they can still talk about Zach, have him in here, show he's been deleted 20 times for anti-Semitism. Here, check out his channel here and see for yourself. And they link his channel, and there you go. It's publicity. But they will never do that because they don't want this knowledge to get out in any way, shape, or form. That's exactly why. And also, they don't talk about real stories, too. They don't talk about anything. They talk about coded, pre-planned propaganda. That's also the main reason. Last month, YouTube creator Alex Wasabi told his 11.5 million subscribers, they had to let us know he had 11.5 million subscribers. Masonic 115, Freemasons 115. Also, killing equals 115, murder 83. Talking about these people, burning out, failing, but Society of Jesus also equals 83. I'm gonna call that out. Mental health. I forgot what mental health equals, but I want to get those numbers out. I know it equals 119, I think. Yeah, 47, 119. Real quick, YouTube equals 109, or not 10, yeah, it does. 109, 28, 35. I wanted to get the 109 and 80 in my head because I know YouTube has the 28, 35, like the Lima. And, on the Saturnian date numerology, you see, always doing this. Always, I said, you can find YouTube on Saturnian date numerology. Every pattern that I say look out for always comes true because these people never fail the patterns. Thelema 42, or not Thelema, sorry, Saturn 42, 69, again, 93, then the date brings down to 93 and 30. Thelema honors the number 93. Saturn equals 93. Thelema's an occult religion. They're into Saturn worship. Obviously, this gang is into both of them. Hell, I can't even speak for all of Thelema and Thelemites. Even if you're a Thelemite, you're not into Saturn worship, and you say that's not what we're all about, sure. But the federal government is. They're into both of those. And again, Thelema honors the number 93. So you see how YouTube, which equals 28 and 35, like Thelema, is on the front page on a date with on the 18th. Yeah, it's the 19th here in Ohio, but and still in most of America, it's still the 18th. So it's still very valid, and it's still on the front page. I mean, YouTube's located in California. I mean, it's still the 18th at YouTube. I think it's located in California. All these Freemasonic tech companies are, or Washington in the case of like Microsoft. Michigan 44, 46. Kill sacrifice numbers. That's all I've been seeing. Debbie Dingle 44, Thelema 44, kill 44. Oh wait, sorry. So I have to make sure what we're on. Because you want to know context. This is not YouTube anymore. This is the Trump stuff. That Debbie Dingle gave it away. I remember this actress. But 44, Trump, the 44th person to be president. Thelema 44. It's the same pattern. It doesn't even matter. It's the same pattern. It's Donald Trump propaganda. It's going to be the numbers for Saturn and Thelema all up and down this as well. So, this logo won a design competition in China. It looks a lot like Disney's. Just more propaganda. Oh, look at China copying things again. Up to the 1253. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier when I was clicking through the propaganda. I just thought it was from Disney because it is. This is from Disney. That's what I'm saying. This is contrived propaganda. If it's in the news, it's from this gang. If it's from this gang, it's from Disney because Disney is this gang. It just does not matter. Dylon. So is Disney going to sue them or something? I don't know. I wonder what they're going to do with all this. I mean, in the narrative, of course. Dylon 121. Blood Sacrifice equals 121, and then Disney has the Blood Sacrifice 7686. That's all I can kind of see right now. Dalian, not Dylon, Dalian. And even then, I'm probably not saying it correctly. NFL receiver Josh Gordon suspended again. Is he black? He might not be. He might not be. It's fine. I'm just saying they like to shame black people a lot. He might not be black, and we just want to see. Oh, of course he is. Of course, always shaming these black people. By number 213, Tupac Shakur's final album coming out February 13th. He dies 213 days later on September 13th, 1996. Nate Dogg was in a 213 clique. He's been murdered. Death equals 213 and satanic. This guy's suspended again. A black person in here by number 213. Josh Gordon. You see what I'm trying to say? I mean, maybe in my subconscious, I've seen Josh Gordon before. Maybe I knew he was black, but that's besides the point. I just saw the headline. Oh, a football player being suspended again? What is that trying to program you? What do they love to do? Racial programming. Another black man being suspended again. Black men are violent. They can't obey the rules. All sorts of bullshit program. It's the same thing across the board. I mean, it's just ridiculous. For the fifth time, when you run up 5, you get 42 like nigger. Of course, fifth time. Wide receiver Josh Gordon has been suspended for substance abuse. Yeah, I first should have mentioned that. Substance abuse. If it's not abusing like a person, if it's not violence, it's drug abuse, substance abuse. Black men using drugs. What is he using? Weed or something? I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be by the numbers. See, 11 games, participating in 11 games with suspensions, 11 targets for a total of 139 yards. I mean, come on, this is bullshit, man. This is what I hate fucking seeing. Just blatantly coded, racially divisive propaganda, and then branded with the numbers for Freemasonry. It just shows right here what these people are all about. And then people wonder, why don't you like football? Why don't you go? Why don't you like? It's not even that the games are just fake. It's like they're fake. They kill people for the games, and then they put out this racially divisive propaganda. Like if you support the NFL, especially with your money, you are supporting this racially divisive propaganda. Because if no one cared about the NFL, then these type of plays will not be put out. I want to see Josh Gordon's name real quick though. A 53. That wasn't updated at 53, was it though? See, I get lost sometimes. Here we go. No, 641. But Josh Gordon 53, 145, 125, 46, 55. I just want to see his name, Gematria, see what they're really trying to do. Substance abuse, Seattle Seahawks. This announcement was made Monday too, so we gotta see when Monday was. What was it, the 16th? Date with 67 numerology. NFL 49, date with 49 numerology. Josh Gordon 107 initials. 28th prime, date with 28 numerology. Date with 22 numerology. Football game of 11 on 11. Seattle Seahawks equals 43. So I don't see like these eye-popping gematria just doing these little things. But again, some of these examples I really don't even think need gematria. I mean, you see how they're just racially shaming this guy by the numbers. Josh Gordon, again, 107 initials, plays for Seattle, 107. I gotta like wait for the chat to like stroll through if I'm trying to catch up to see what you guys are saying. Because they just lag it. Like they can have this just asynchronously running in the background just much quicker than they do. There's so many things YouTube, for all the money they have, they could do a lot better. Disney Channel equals 133, like government. Yep, I'm Chigozi, and I'm exposing the New World Order. Oh, they absolutely hate white people. Yeah, they always shame white people. I mean, Donald Trump is just them shaming white people too. You know, white people are racist, they're bigots. They're just giving that programming to the world even more with Donald Trump. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I can't trust anything coming from really anything in this world. Terrell Owens not dead. Yeah, T.O.'s not dead, but he's an actor for the Freemasons. Terrell Owens, Terrell Pryor. I mean, he's born in 73. That's not good for him. And he's 46 right now, and he just turned 46. He could easily die this year, or not this year, but next year. Or this year. T.O. This guy is an actor, by the way. Football's fake. That means he never did anything. Besides, his athleticism's real. I'm not denying that. But he never did anything to actually, like, win in a legitimate game. Terrell Eldorado Owens. I wanted to put in his birthday. I didn't mean to put in his name here. Terrell Owens, born December 7th, 1973. We'll probably get football numbers for the team he played on. Oh, no. Of course, we get the 102, Nigger 102, Nigger 30. Of course, we got to see that. Slave 31, born 12/7, the 31st prime 127. Terrell Owens 96, or Terrell Eldorado Owens 96, like Freemason. Terrell Owens 58 like Freemasonry, 68 like Afro, 158 like Freemasonry, 166 like Secret Society, 58 like Secret Society. He very well belongs to one. Of course, Owens 76, 59-22, like Negro. You see that? Terrell Negro is what they're calling him. Always in these black act. I mean, that's the thing. I should have just guessed that for it. But the thing is, again, does it matter what I guess at this point? It's always the same pattern from this gang. Owen 76, 59, 22, 23, Negro 32, 22, 76, 59, Nigger 102, 30, born date with 102, 30 numerology, Nigger 42, born date with 24 days remaining. And you see the 39. The born date with 39, life lesson number. And Terrell Eldorado Owens equals 111. He's born day with a 1 in 11 numerology. As I said, the birth numerology is going to match with their names. It always does. Terrell I don't want to use the word always, but it does like 98% of the time. Terrell Eldorado Owens, 111. See, reversing and reducing. He's born day with 111 numerology. I mean, he wasn't born in New York, but that would have been perfect if he was. He was born in Alabama. He didn't play for New York either. He played for the Bengals, the Bills. You know, you would think this guy would play for New York, but there's a deeper riddle for him. That's all it means. So, I mean, again, another example that these are Manchurian athletes. Yep, they're all actors. Just got here. Terrell is still alive and a puppet. Let's take odds. Yeah, he's still alive. But yeah, he could go down soon. Right now, it's either gonna happen when he's 46 or it'll just happen later. If it doesn't happen now, it's gonna happen later. Yeah. He can die in New York. Good point. He could die in New York too. That'd just be such a ritual. I mean, I hope they don't kill him. I hope he lives to be. I always say this. The longest these guys can live is 93 and die for some Saturnian ritual. Die at 105, mainstream 105. But that's always what I hope. The slave trade to the Americans is a myth and a fabrication, though slave trade in Africa was huge. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Zionist Jews just arranged something kind of similar and just, blamed it on white people and called it the Great American Slave Trade. But it was probably not even like that. Yeah, I mean, I just don't even. I mean, I listen. I love history. I've always liked history, but now I know how to use it. I mean, do I believe any of it? No. I don't really. I don't think anyone has to believe anything. Really, that's always like you shouldn't have to believe anything if you don't have the evidence of it. But what people do? Oh, you don't believe in this? Well, then they'll label you. They'll put you in a box. Let them. It's their opinion, and especially the masses, their opinions absolutely mean nothing. But I think they have the right to express them. But you also have the right to not listen to them and walk away and just not even pay them any attention. Gunfight ends with robbery. Suspect fatally shot by FedEx driver who fought back. At least 14 horses appear to have been shot and killed in Kentucky. I'm laughing because it's like, right when I saw 14 horses, I was just thinking of the Kentucky Derby, and then they say it's in Kentucky. Because it's like, I see 14. Okay, dead, end. This is negative then. As I'm reading, did they die of disease? Oh no, shot. And it's in Kentucky. And I'm laughing because it's probably, what this has nothing to do with Kentucky Derby. It's like, it could be on a farm or something. And I'm like, come on, it's Kentucky Derby related. It's either foreshadowing for something, it's predictive programming, or it's a tribute to what just happened. We gotta see when a Kentucky Derby happened and see when this is coming out and see the death, killing, murder, sacrifice numbers are gonna do. I mean, they just sacrificed a bunch of horses for the Kentucky Derby. That's what they did. If anything actually happened, authorities say. You see, the authority, which equals 137, killed a bunch of horses in eastern Kentucky for the Kentucky Derby. I'm gonna type in Derby. I hope they don't use that word. Nice. So there's not. So you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's not even about. It's just like It's like it's coincidence programming. You see what I'm saying? Really, of all places, Kentucky, and has nothing to do with the Derby. Unbelievable. I mean, Oh my god, I just hate these obvious fucking pieces of propaganda. It just blows my mind all the time, and I don't know what else to do. I'm like, okay, I've been talking enough. We've been seeing this. Because then tomorrow, you just people say, "Oh, I saw it in the news. They're talking about this." I'm just like, you fucking retard. Stop! Like, I hate when people say that. It's in the news. I saw it in the news. Like then so then they expect me to say, "Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so it's true then." Like, you have to be completely mentally ill to fucking use that as your reaction. Oh my god, when was the last one? Just tell me when it was or when it end or something. I'm just gonna do 2019 Kentucky Derby. Because we gotta see this. There we go. 145th one. So I'm trying to see if they really parallel this. Well, first off, it took place on Saturday, May 4th. I'm gonna move some of these tabs over because we're gonna stay on this side of my screen, so I don't get confused. Let's just go back to the front page propaganda. So I'm gonna close some of these. I leave these tabs open and I lose my place all the time. I'll just reopen it, and then I'll close some tabs after this, and then we'll go back to the chat. I should go to the chat now before we look through this. Yep, those who burnt the books control the future. Exactly. Let's short the market. Well, we gotta wait for the trend to break. We'll look at the market. So we'll look at the market after talking about these horses. Because I was wanting to do that too. And I'll show you why now it's not the time to short. Because you're just gonna get squeezed. I think they're gonna keep bringing this thing higher and higher and higher. Well, Trump got impeached now, so it might have a nice dip. But they're just gonna keep bringing it higher over some bullshit. Anyway, who knows? Maybe this impeachment starts the beginning of the trend change. So the 2019 Kentucky Derby was 145th Derby, took place on Saturday, May 4th, 2019. Here, updated at 10:54. So 54 might be a central number to this ritual. I want to see what horse equals and stuff like that. But I mean, you just see what these people are doing. It's just ridiculous. So we can do, what is it, May 4th, 2019 till today, or to when they're publishing this, which is the 18th. So horse equals 29. Kentucky, I know Kentucky equals 47, with a K exception. Kentucky 29 like horse. Kentucky Derby 187. Today's 187 days from Donald Trump's birthday when they're impeaching him by these numbers. Could be synced up with him. Derby 54. You see that? Derby. I'm trying to get these low-hanging fruits out the way, and I knew that we're going to find this 54. So I'm just trying to piece this together. I say, okay, let's look for the number 54. They're clearly paralleling them. This is updated at 10:54. And then we saw how the Kentucky Derby was when? May 4th, 5/4. So that's obviously a central number to this ritual. We just have to figure out what they're trying to say. You just take the lowest hanging fruits, which is the fucking what it is, the Derby 54, using alphabetical order. You see how they put out this by the numbers? You see how you can just logically break this down? Because people say, well, you're just putting this in the calculator trying to make it all work. Like, that's just retarded. Come on, man. I didn't say, oh, it was in Eastern Kentucky. Let me see Eastern. Well, maybe that's 54. And it could be. But it's like I'm trying to find the more central things. So again, I'm guys, all these, every time I try to like talk in the lens of a denier and show you the solution, I'm saying this so you can also combat these fucking idiots who say shit like that. Because I've heard it all. I've heard everything. Every possible thing a fucking dumb moron who's denying this can say, I've heard it. Well, maybe there's a little bit more I could hear, but I've heard pretty much all of it. And I know every single way. Not to, I mean, just because you counter them doesn't mean they'll still get it after then. But it's something that you can approach because this stuff is undeniable. I mean, it's over. Those days of people denying it, saying it's just skeptical, they're on the fence. Those days are over. They've been over. See, what did I say before? Before I decoded this, say we're gonna look for the numbers for death, killing, murder, sacrifice from the Kentucky Derby to when they're putting this out. That's exactly what I said. 228 days later, that's the numbers for death. As I'm saying, is over. This is why I don't tolerate any sort of skepticism. It's completely irrelevant and illogical for me to say, oh, you're skeptical? Cool. Sure, if you're brand new and you're skeptical, go watch a few more of my videos, go read Zach's book, go check out other people's work. But check out Zach's. I mean, I love to say check out Zach's videos, but this guy keeps deleting his channel again and again and again. So if you can, please, I'd link his channel, but check out his videos when you can. It just sucks that YouTube keeps deleting his channel like every fucking week, or every month or something. But death equals 228 in the English Sumerian cipher. You see what I'm saying? The alphabetical order times 6. It's 228 days. 228 days from the Kentucky Derby. They're putting this out about horses dying. And what? Dead equals 14, N 14. It's 14 of them. It's just, I mean, wow, 41 viewers. Nice. That's great. That's 41 people just saw that clear ritual. If you just got here, I mean, you see what we saw in the front page propaganda. I know you're probably here for the impeachment. We'll go back to talk about the impeachment more. I'm trying to keep it on topic for that. But, we'll also look at some other propaganda. At least 14 horses appear to have been shot and killed in Kentucky, authorities say. So this is bullshit propaganda from the authorities. At least 14 horses appear to have been shot. Dead equals 14 and 14. The Kentucky Derby was May 4th. Derby equals 54. They update the propaganda at 10:54. And I said before, the numbers for death will get from then, and that's what we want to check. And what? Death equals 228 in English Sumerian is 228 days. Very, very simple. Very, 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 very simple. And again, if you read the propaganda crap, this is not about the Kentucky Derby. I typed in Control F Derby. They're not mentioning the Derby or race. We'll say they could be race horses. See, race. They will say these are race horses they were going to use for the Derby. This has nothing to do with the Kentucky Derby. You see what I'm saying? But it's the coincidence programming. So you see the coincidence programming, and you apply the gematria, and you see that they're actually linking these up. But what would a dumb idiot say? Oh, it's a coincidence. Oh, 14 horses in Kentucky. Oh, it's a coincidence. No, it's fucking not. It's contrived propaganda from the police. So they ritualistically sacrificed 14 horses for the Kentucky Derby. And if they didn't really kill them, they're still sacrificing them in the media. It's still a sacrificial ritual. So Nancy Pelosi, watch Pelosi's stern message to party after impeaching Trump. We could do that. I did say we're looking at the market real quick. We'll go back to the market. We'll look at the impeachment. But I just want to look at the S&P 500. Oh, I gotta reopen this. It's frozen. So while that loads, then we'll just look at Nancy Pelosi. Where is it? Don't tell me it's not even here. We'll look at it later then. We will. We'll look at the market, but let's look at some Nancy Pelosi stuff real quick while my brain's trying to process what's going on right there. While that loads, go back to the chat. Yep, both sides always win. This game controls both sides.
How she did it.
Yep, impeached and impeached but won't be removed. That's what I've been thinking as well. I mean, this whole time they've been, not this whole time, but like before they did, like they kind of talked more about it when I wasn't too sure what's going on. When they said they had the inquiry and a hearing, I was always thinking, oh, he's being impeached now? Like I didn't think they had to do this grand finale shit, but oh, a 54-second video, nice. We can watch this, won't be too long. Federal 51, 851, Reflection of 158, Freemasonry 158.
Jake, I want to show our viewers how she did it with the first article of impeachment. She gathered
Oh, it was
votes, she said
850.
230 in favor,
Sorry.
197 opposed, one present. Watch this.
Article 1 is adopted.
See the Duper's Delight, see? Oh, come on, guys. That's what I'm saying. She can't contain her fucking smile. She's just an actress for the fucking Freemasons. That is what I'm saying. She's playing around, they're all laughing. This is a joke.
Article 1 is adopted. The question is on adoption of Article 2. The question is on the adoption of Article 2.
You saw that look that she gave the Democrats. She had warned them no cheering.
Yeah, and there was a smattering of applause.
Dude, if you ever seen Dragon Ball Z, she sounds like Majin Buu. Just that like light-headed type of talking.
And the speaker gave a look that any parent or former child would recognize. The look of don't do that. You know, I told you not to do that. Don't do that. And look, this has been something she's been trying to navigate the whole time she's been speaker. And the times that members have not listened to her were cited today repeatedly.
Oh, don't forget, today's the date with what? A life lesson number 42? Female 42? Big female number.
It's so great to be back hosting SNL for the 6th
Female
time.
42, 24. They have to give the female the spotlight, Nancy Pelosi. That's very important. That's definitely part of the riddle for sure. That's why they have this female in the propaganda all day long. And they're saying it's her this, it's her that, it's her time to shine, and she's been trying to do this. And this female speaker, can do this now. Like, that's a big female ritual. And this is 12/19. This is published today now. Nice. I like it. Masonic 43,
Jake, I want to
Killing
show our
43,
viewers how she did it with the
Donald
first
50. I'm not relating it to that. I was saying that look up for today. There could be some, it's not that much of a good day for like false flag shootings and stuff. I mean, 353rd day of the year, the 71st prime. We'll have more White House, Capitol Hill, but I mean, we're gonna anyway. They're gonna talk about this all tomorrow, or today technically. So, not even worth predicting. But I'm gonna show you that one more time. I mean, come on, guys. This is what I'm saying. How many guys? I've probably said on this channel at least 100 times out of my mouth, at the very least, that Nancy Pelosi is nothing else than a theatrical actor for the federal government, and this absolutely proves it. Absolutely proves it.
Article 1 is adopted.
Like, come on. Oh, Article 1 is adopted. She's such a bad actor. Article 1 is adopted. 72. It's just hard to say. Like, I hate to be like doing these type of things. You can say, was it 1? Is it O and E? If it has all these ambiguities, I usually don't like worry about it. It just keeps it easy. I mean, you can get rid of the number completely with doing like normal gematria, and it is called Article 1. Like they title it. This is probably the more appropriate way because this is how they write it. Article 1. So that's okay. You want to be logical. Which is, again, 72 the judge will order, but with the gematria where you really technically don't count the number. 71 the Catholic, 271 the 58th prime, Freemasonry 58. The whole time up there they're showing In God We Trust above, like where she was at. Or not either where she was at or where everyone was standing to speak. You can see soldiers participating in martial law. Absolutely. This is why we need to band together and do something. Protocols of Zion explains it all. Yep, it does. Zion Nazi mob of misfits. Pelosi is an ugly man. The speaker can't even speak. She slurs. Yeah, she's a slurring, ugly motherfucker. For sure. Oh, no, I don't reside in Chicago. I reside in Columbus. Chigozi is just my first name. It's like the Americanized pronunciation. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi, all I can tell you for sure about her is that she's an actress for the government. Everything else, to me, you can call speculation, but giving you the facts, she's an actress for the government. And everything she does is completely contrived. You don't think it'll be real? See, I don't. It's personally, it's hard for me to say. Because I'm type. It just depends on how you approach it. Because I think that they could easily just impeach him and still reelect him, just to show and really emphasize how ridiculous the system is. It's definitely possible. It's very, I guess it's less likely for him to be reelected in the narrative. I'm not from Chicago, Nick. So, the weather. I mean, it's not so bad. I mean, it's December. It's cold, and there's not that much snow on the ground. So I actually like it. Like, I mean, if it's cold in December, I don't really mind it because I'm like, to me, it's supposed to be cold in December. To me, it's normal. So I think the weather's fine and it's warm and nice most of the year. Can get humid, but if you're used to humidity, then this is not a big deal. A lot of people can't handle it. Like they'll come here like on a concert or something and they'll say how hot it is, but I'm like, it feels amazing outside. We're gonna get this market shit to work. Let's see. I don't want to send a fucking report to your development team. This is gonna get closed. This is gonna get closed. Oh, I mean, even if it's working, I'm gonna put in the real side. If this is frozen, we'll just do it later. Oh, this guy, I'm glad I have this up still. So we were looking at this last time, and this got frozen. This Popeye sandwich stabbing in Maryland with his 58, Freemason 58, right here in the police car. This guy's name has the racial coding. His name, he's 30 years old. He's 30 years old, nigger 30. That's why I wanted to show you. McLean 60 like nigger, 48 like nigger as well. And 33, 156 like false flag. So, again, this Josh Gordon of the Seattle Seahawks has been suspended again. Super Bowl equals 41. Can't forget that. I don't think NFL equals 41. I don't know why I have that in my mind, but NFL is 14 in reflection, and it's 49. But Super Bowl 41, keep that in mind. Jesus Christ 146. Crucifying this black man. 641, the reflection. They're talking about since 213, death 213. So there's more racial shaming. God, I can't get over this with Nancy Pelosi. Because it just proves my point that she's an actor. I mean, guys, yesterday I specifically said I'm trying to my best to explain that this is an actress. Because once you see that, you'll completely stop believing all of it, and you won't even. Because here's the thing: there's people that say, "Oh, I don't watch the news. I don't care about the news." But they say that, but then if someone told them something that was in the news, they would still believe it. That's just the thing. I think not watching the news is not enough. Like when people still tell me that, I still applaud them and say, like, I still would rather hear that than you saying you actively are being programmed. But it's not enough just for that reason that people will still believe stuff because it's in the news subconsciously or just passively, or they won't question it or something. That's the problem. So again, how easy is it just to show someone who doesn't like to watch news to say, well, let me just show you how Nancy Pelosi is an actor, Donald Trump's an actor, this is all a play, this is actually completely fake, and you're just being led down a path of the agenda. And then once they see that, then if next time someone tells them they heard on the news, and they'll just be, oh, well, it's probably completely fake too. See what I'm saying? It really opens up people's eyes, and it's the simplest way to explain it, and it's not metaphorical. Like, I'm not using a metaphor. Nancy Pelosi's an actor. It's fake. You saw the video. There's no such thing as a Speaker of the House. What does she speak for? What does she speak of? What does she actually do? No one's ever answered that question. You know, do I have to host like a $1,000 challenge if you can actually prove that Nancy Pelosi actually does something for the nation? Even Donald Trump, Obama, any of these people, if you actually, of their own volition, done something for the nation, I'll give you $1,000. Because no one can prove it. Because they literally haven't. It's impossible to prove because they're actors. They do things by the numbers. To prove that, they'll have to do it not on any sort of days on their birthday. There'll have to be no gematria involved. The gematria cannot work. There'll be no sort of connections, no sort of correlations whatsoever. And guess what? That won't happen. Anything Obama does will be by the numbers. Look at PC. You guys know PCE, PCG, PG&E. We all know PG&E. The fucking gas and oil people with the power blackouts. I mean, look at their stock. Their stock's been really good to trade, though. Not to invest in. This shows that there's been investing and trading. You wouldn't invest in this unless you're just short up here. You're just investing on this decline, and you just haven't covered yet. But you've probably been playing a lot of overnight borrowing fees, if that's the thing. Or you can just buy, you know, a long put option with a very long expiration date. This is the type of stock that you'll probably want to buy a put option on. It just keeps going down. Especially now it's close to this SMA. All it takes them now is to put out some propaganda. How I zoom in, it zooms in too much. I want to kind of get on closer to this. I'll remove some of these indicators. I just keep it clean to show you guys. But I'll keep that SMA on because it just shows the trend really nicely. I'll remove this alert. I mean, I don't know when it's going to get to 29 anytime soon. Now with all the propaganda they're participating in about number 19. They always participate in propaganda about number 19. PCG equals 19. Or not PCG, PGE equals 19. But you see this. This is a nice time to short this because it's on an overall downtrend. You see how it's been trying to recover. And yes, it's making a higher low here from here, but look, it's approaching the SMA because your best bet is to look at what happens in the past. That's all you can do. Is follow the big money. You know, I think this sector is not even doing that hot right now either. The energy sector, I don't think it's doing that well, or it's at a resistance. It looks like it's about to start selling off again. It's one of the let me see. That's the thing. You want to look at the sector, the overall market, and so with Trump impeached now, the market can start taking a dip. This is how you want to formulate this. So here's the S&P 500, and it's still on an uptrend. So, you know, if someone says short the market, sure, you can short it short term. You can short it now and just risk high of all-time high. It's a really low risk shorting opportunity. All-time highs of $320.25. It hits a triple top up here, and Trump just got impeached. I mean, it's a nice play. You can short the open and just risk either here all-time highs or maybe a little bit above, and then you're risking a little bit, and your potential reward is pretty big. I mean, look at this. It can sell all the way off down to here, down to here, even lower. So, you know, would I short it long term? Would I buy like a put that expires next month? For, you know, I would want a little more confirmation for that, but it's just a scalp, sure. But here, if you want to short PG&E, that's what you'd look for. You will want to look for the market to sell off because all these stocks, guys, it's all run by AI. It's all together. All these ETFs, these stocks are in the basket of the ETFs, and people just buy and sell them, and it makes these stocks go up and down as well. It's all connected. This is how the markets run, and the big banks, they take advantage of this every single day. So they see the market, if it sells off, and you want to look at the sector that, see, this is the energy sector. I think this is where PCG is. See how it's hitting this SMA again? And even with SMA, you just know just with the chart patterns, that resistance. It peaks up around this level, it sells off. It does it here, see, it sells off. It looks like it wants to reclaim this. It could still go a little bit higher, but overall, it could just start selling off again. The energy sector could just sell off again. It looks like it's hitting resistance. See the pattern? See? SMA, tries to consolidate around it, sells off. Did it again, did it again. It could easily do it again. So it'll do that again, and then PCG then, PG&E will follow the sector. So see where it's at too? So it makes sense then, if the markets are selling off, if the sectors are selling off, PCG is definitely going to follow and sell off. Probably back down to maybe this $8 area. You can short from 11 here. And it's making a lower high here under this estimate. It's a really nice short setup. So here, I'm giving nice trade ideas using just your understanding of what these people are doing. And if you want a trigger date, when can I expect a date of some increased volatility? I mean, too bad. Wait, the 19th? Today. I mean, you can literally look for PCG to start off today. Again, today's the 19th day of the month. It's actually today's an excellent day to short. I mean, guessing if you're wrong, then you're wrong. That's the thing with the beauty of trading. You're not always going to be right. You never are. It's impossible. So you just want the odds in your favor, and right now the odds are in your favor to short PCG. You can risk $13 even. It hit high of 1309. You can just risk that 1310. If you want to be super conservative or like just give yourself a lot of wiggle room, you can even risk this gap. You can risk it not filling this gap, short up into there, and then you can add and because sometimes it'll go a little higher, and it won't really hit your stop, and then go down. So you just like short a bit, short more. So you size into your position, and once you get here, as long as it doesn't get over here, you're at your max loss if it did go above, or whatever, how much money you want to lose. And if it doesn't go past this, it'll just sell back down, and you just profit off the decline. So this, I think, is a really A+ quality short setup. I might even short this tomorrow. If I can find shares to borrow, I'm probably gonna short this thing. I think it's a really good setup. And again, you see how PGE equals 19, and tomorrow's the 19th day of the month. So they can easily participate in some event by numbers. What do I think about the supposed Dayton shootings that went down in August? Any thoughts? Yeah, Timothy Ryan, check out my video on that. I have a video on this channel about that. All my thoughts are in the video. I predicted it was going to happen. I not specifically in Dayton, Ohio, but I said they're gonna put out a ritual by the Jesuit order. I said there's gonna be a Jesuit order ritual that day. Why? Because August 4th was 8/4 on a Sunday. It was that simple. I said, okay. And I was saying this for days, even before that. I said, look, they can have another shooting because we had one on August 3rd. We're gonna have some kind of event with the Jesuit order on August 4th because it's a Sunday. The Jesuit order is, church, Catholic Church worships on a Sunday. Jesuit equals 84. The Catholic Church equals 84. The Jesuit order equals 84. And I said they're gonna do it. And look what Dayton, Ohio equals. Dayton, Ohio equals 54, 144, right? Just like Jesuit order. So if I'm saying specifically, look for a Jesuit order ritual on this day, and it's going to be one of the Jesuit order places that usually put things in. It's usually Ohio, Texas, Arkansas. Now we know, and obviously Washington D.C., the Catholic colony, Virginia, Maryland. That's where the Jesuit order likes to put a lot of the rituals that are very, very specific to them. It was absolutely contrived. If anyone died or got hurt, it was from the police. You live in PG&E country, Satan's Rose, Santa Rosa, right? And of course they're in Satan's Rose. And there's Rosicrucians. Rosicrucians run PG&E. Absolutely. So yeah, you're right You're right by there. Bloomberg, another Zionist tool. I approve this message. PGE. Rothschild. Yep. Bloomberg obviously run by this gang. Bloomberg, Rothschilds all in bed together. Your sister lives there. Jesuit order. Oh, and Dayton, she used to be right base commander. Oh, wow. So she knows the shit that they do there, maybe. Yeah, right past Air Force. And it's funny, everyone talks about how weird the weather is in Ohio. I've always suspected that the right past Air Force Base does some of the weather manipulation and other shit. I mean, it's so top secret. They obviously have nefarious projects going there. And it's not because I'm paranoid, I'm conspiracy theorist. Is that, no, if an Air Force Base, not because there's no enemies. America has no fucking enemies. So there's nothing to fight against, which means that it's nefarious technology going on inside that building. Oh, you're saying option. I was thinking, oh, did you say something earlier? Because I was talking about trading options, but I was trying to read your comment. But you're talking about not the type of option. Yeah, I hope they don't take. I mean, that's what these people do. They threaten you with your kids and taking meds. It's bullshit. The government can take your kids whenever they want if you don't comply. I mean, that's why people have kids. I think you guys are brave because I couldn't have kids right now. Like it's me. I'm like, how can I live in a world? Because guys, they would for sure take my kids from me. They would because I wouldn't comply with the bullshit. But who knows? But the thing is, I would like my kids so much that I'll probably just have to. So I'll have to poison my kids. But the thing is, I'll be like, well, no, fine. But then, what do you think? You want to give them to the government and have them live in foster care with some other fucking people who are going to keep poisoning them anyway? It's either you give your kids to someone who's going to poison them, or you poison them yourself. So you might as well poison them yourself because you don't have the choice. It's bullshit. Because you can't say, well, I don't want them to be poisoned. I'm not going to do anything. Well, they're going to be poisoned anyway. They get taken from you. You can lie. You can conspire with your kid and say, yeah, I gave my kid this vaccine. But then they want you to prove it with the fucking doctor papers. It's just I don't know. Let me stop talking about it. That can go on all day. Because I've never had kids. I don't have kids. But I can only imagine how having kids would be in this world. It'd be fucking awful. They're going to school, being programmed, indoctrinated by these fucking dumb idiot teachers who are always trying to get them in trouble for some bullshit. They're around these classmates who are fucking morons who are, doing all sorts of crap, telling them dumb stuff, trying to get them to believe crap that's nonsense. And then their classmates were raised by their idiot parents who are just programmed by this agenda. It's just a fucking spiral. And then you can't even sleep at night because they're your kids. You're probably up all night thinking about how your kids, like, this is happening to them, this can happen to them. And not worrying all day like a parent. I'm not worrying about that type of shit. I just mean, like, you just be worrying about their future because, like, look at where we're heading. Look at where this agenda's going, and you just be worrying about your kid the whole time. It'd be hard to think, oh, they'll be fine. Like, I mean, you could think that, but I mean, look at where we're heading. See, they're comparing him to Nixon. I mean, it's just bullshit propaganda. 1509, Donald Trump equals 159. 1509, you see that? By the numbers propaganda. Donald Trump, 159. 1509. And then even better, NASA's new discovery on the sun in a minute, 13-second video. Scottish 113. Is the Scottish Rite Freemasons always putting out NASA propaganda? NASA found in what? July 29th, 1958. A date with 113 numerology. You see this? Completely by numbers bullshit from NASA. Scottish 113, 49. They found it with 113, 94 numerology. Freemasonry equals 58 and 59. Found it with a life lesson number 59. 58 numerology. The 210th day of the year, Saturn 21. With 155 days remaining, Freemasons, 155. Christianity equals 155. This is also, another branch from the gang. Medical kidnapping, health impact news. I'll look into that. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, the medical industry is just awful. They're killing people and abducting people, harvesting organs. Because I'm sure that hospitals kill certain people just to get their organs. I mean, of all the hospitals out there, I'm sure this shit's happening somewhere in the world at a legit hospital, quote unquote. It seems to me the government doesn't want us to breed and uses Marxist schools and family courts to compel us not to. Exactly. That, they make women infertile with veganism. I'm just gonna say that too. I mean, because veganism, you can see so many girls saying they lost their period being vegan. I mean, how that's all part of it. And then the whole MGTOW bullshit propaganda crap that they're doing. It's just retarded. It's like a girl. Yeah, women can do this, men can do this. Like, everyone's had their problem with women, everyone's had a problem with men, but it's like they'll take that and say, yeah, all women are going to do this, they're all the same, this and that. They just generalize and say, yeah, you should just not ever deal with women again. You just be, it's like, sure, I mean, if you can be both, you can say, yeah, I don't need a girlfriend or anything, but I'm not going to just, like, completely write off everything. So, I'm MGTOW, I'm going to just make sure that I never do anything with the girl. I'm like, you're just falling down on the agenda. You're just being a follower. It's just trend following. It's all you're doing. You're just trend following. You're just because other people are doing it. Because you're just saying, oh, I'm just gonna be fed up like all these other people. It's like, these people just had shit marriages and shit girlfriends, and then they just said, oh, well, okay, that doesn't mean you go MGTOW and fall into some Zionist Jew deception. Look at this. I mean, I don't know why I'm clicking on this again. It just keeps catching my eye. Her face. She's such an actor. Trump attacks Rep. Dingell, implies late husband is looking up from hell. This probably is. And her late husband was murdered for her career by her employers. We can see when her husband died and see how many days from that is to today. They're linking his death up with this event, with this. And of course, looking up 48 like Donald Trump looking up 42, like Saturn, 1, 2, 3 conspiracy. Because I love how I'm making this stream at like 1, 2 in the morning. Because to me, it's like, it's not like you're making this throughout the day and then it's like, okay, I have an agenda shit to do. Like when it's now, it's like I'm going to bed after this. It's just, I guess it's just easier to stream now. I don't have to worry about like stopping. I mean, I'm gonna stop kind of soon, but you know what I mean. Like I'm going to bed after this regardless, so it's pretty nice. So I might, if I stream, I might start streaming at like midnight. I mean, to me, it's the best times. John Dingle. Wait. Okay, joke. Perfect. That means he's gonna be in it for sure. Nice. See, I love these riddles because they're gonna link his death up with this. Jesuit Order 72 died 7/2. So we'll get numbers for either death, killing, murder, sacrifice numbers, or just get the impeachment numbers for Donald Trump. And I want to do today to his upcoming anniversary of his death. He died this year, so his upcoming 1-year anniversary, and then we'll do it from when he actually died. But the 1-year anniversary is closer, so I like to start with that. Oh wait, we're not. It's always I forget to type in 2020 each time, so we'll start from when he died. Look at this, 45 weeks. I told you it'll be numbers connected to Donald Trump. 45 weeks. I mean, what the fuck are you seeing this shit? 45 weeks from when he dies. Donald Trump's the 45th president is talking about him in this front page propaganda. I mean, come on. Looking up 48 like Donald Trump, 45 weeks from when he dies. Perfect. Donald Trump's the 45th president. It cannot be any better. You don't even need the gematria. This is why I like when they use 45 to Donald Trump, because you don't have to explain to someone that Donald Trump equals 48 or 50. You don't have to use the gematria, which is like you want to eventually teach that, right? But you don't have to worry about them saying, "Oh, too many ciphers" and all this dumb shit that they say. You can literally say, "Well, he's the 45th president." You can show them how CNN uses the number 45 to refer to Donald Trump in their propaganda software application. Right here, you click on 45, you get an array of Donald Trump propaganda. You can show them this. Yeah, there's no gematria involved, so this is a starting step. Because once they see this, then you can bring in the gematria and show them how it's all, because then if they see how they do this, then it's not hard to believe that because you're talking to a bunch of believers. All they can do is either believe or not believe. They don't think. So you have to think on that level to get them to believe this. But then you let them know, don't just believe me, apply it yourself, because you don't want to reinforce their believable habits. But you show them. I mean, how they put 45 here, it's very clear. You show them all the other examples of Donald Trump at 45, and you say, okay, well then why are they talking about, like, why is Trump attacking Rep. Dingle, 45 weeks from when he dies? See? And you know what? You can say, well, it's on the 18th that it happened. Yeah, it's fine. You can do the 18th. They're putting it on the front page today, but it's fine. The 18th, including the end date, it's 45 weeks. And that also emphasizes how it works. That not only they're talking about today, but the day actually happened, kind of the end date is still 45 weeks. You see that? To be more precise. I mean, you just can't, and that's what I'm saying. That's the exact type of example I'm saying, that you just cannot deny it. It's just impossible to say, oh, I don't get it still. I want more examples, or that was a coincidence. I mean, come on. What are you have to always think in a statistical way, because you can apply statistics to anything in this world and see how things just really determine what's going on. And it's obvious that they're putting this out by a specific numerical system. Oh, so can you revert your sign up for organ donating? I mean, I never signed up for that shit. I was taught early. My parents taught me not to do that. I listened to them. It's one of the few things to listen to them about, and I'm glad I did. But the thing is, a person don't even think it matters. I think that if this gang can harvest your organs, they're just gonna do it anyway. That's up there with talking to doctors and sheep, authoritarian actors about your feelings. Bad choice. Are you talking about therapy and stuff? See, you guys like share my same thoughts. I've always been opposed to going to talk to therapists, psychiatrists. I'm like, they're just gonna tell you what they want to tell you, what you need to hear, and then if it's a psychiatrist, he's gonna prescribe you poisonous pills. Which again, I mean, if you wanted to get those pills and sell them, I mean, it's your choice. But no. And I'm saying that's your choice. Before YouTube says, "Oh, you're inciting drug dealing and all this bullshit." I mean, guys, YouTube, they'll find any reason to hit my channel. It's retarded. So whenever I say something, I always just call myself out and explain myself further. It's kind of annoying, but it's just a safeguard to have. Because I really think that they're just waiting for a specific numerical date for my birthday to can my channel. Girl overdosed, and they overdosed her words trying to kill her for her organs. Yet she survived. And then they got to be careful because they can damage these organs if they try to overdose and kill her. So I think that was a shitty way for them to do it anyway. I'm glad she survived. Yeah, remove it off your license because the police are going to target you for sure. That's why why do you think they always ask for your license and they'll take it? Guys, they record that shit. They know. All they have to do is pull you over, ask you for, and they will ask you for your license because they do every single time, and they take it, and they waste all your fucking time. They'll go back to their dumbass car and sit there for 20 fucking minutes at least, and run the numbers and sit there and do whatever Masonic bullshit they do. Right there and then they can see, okay, this is an organ donor. Think about this. The police. Let's just go. I like having visuals on the screen while I talk. So we'll look at Columbus Division of Police because this is exactly what these people can do. These people can take your organ card, go back to their car, and then run all your numbers. They can have their gematria calculator out. I mean, this is how easy it would be to do. It's used for ritual. Look at this. Black and red Jesuit order colors, the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. It's here as well. It doesn't matter. So they could just run your license in the car and say, hey, this person's born, look at your birth date's there, your name, even your address. They can just run your name, gematria, your birth date. That's all they need. That's literally all they need. And then they see you're an organ donor. They can just put a ritual around you. Before you know it, you're missing. They'll put you this person, we found him in the lake. They went for a walk. They went missing. We found him in the lake. And it's like, look at that shit. I mean, it's just that simple. Don't tell me hockey equals 4. I hope hockey does not equal 42. I think I just saw something. It might not equal 42. Hockey. No, it's not 42. It's I knew it was 67. If you're asking why, because they have this thing on January 18th. It's face-off. 181's the 42nd prime. But hockey doesn't equal 42. It equals 40. With the K exception. Yeah. Potential targets for sure. Yeah, if anyone here has to show your driver's license, I would get a new driver's license. I would, yeah. Eddie Zamora's, I'm all for that. Like, I think anything on TV, book, I think you want to do opposite of most things. Of course, there's always good information out there. Yeah, I think the cops, or they use pen and paper, guys, or they just do it in their head because they're Freemasons. I really think that's very possible. These cops can really take your license, and that's all they need. And that's what they ask for every single time. So again, and the thing is, what if they use it as a filter process? Because again, it's like maximizing your profit. It's like you're looking for stocks to trade. Oh, I want to only short stocks that are at resistance that are making lower swing highs because it's more profitable, more probability. They can do the same thing. Oh, we'll only do rituals on people that are organ donors, and then plan things around them because we can actually then kill them and take the organs. It's more profitable. Guys, I can't prove that this is exactly what they're doing. I mean, I'm sure that they dabbled with the organ donating and the killing people, but I can't prove that they're calculating your numbers in their cars and only using you for organ donor. But guys, it's possible, and I'm not trying to instill fear or anything, but I mean, just that alone, you see what these people are about. I don't see a reason to be an organ donor. You can if you're on your deathbed, you can say you want to be an organ donor at that point. If you're going to die anyway, sure. Or you can have a will. You can have a will and say, right when I die, donate my organs. But you got to structure it in a way that they have to figure it out before it's too late. So there's ways you can do it without letting the police know, letting the Freemasons know. But if you make a will, I'm sure the government has a copy of your will. So kind of be careful with that too. Watch snow, squall covered New York and sudden snow by number 57. I see New York in a lot of 57 branded propaganda. George 57, their first governor, his name is George. No, it wasn't. James Madison. Wait. God damn it. See, I'm confusing myself. See, it's hard for me to repeat some things, so I get confused. Because I know there's George Mason, there's James Madison. But let me just scratch that. Yeah, they don't care about anyone but their money and their agenda. Yeah, that 3 meals a day, it's all Jesuit education. Or yeah, 8 glasses of water a day, man, it's just retarded. No, they want 8 glasses of fluoride in water. Exactly, yeah. You guys, that's why I love going back to the chat. It's like you guys are saying the best things. Or drink 8 glasses of fluoridated water a day because they say so. And then people regurgitate it. Make how many things? I mean, come on, this is amazing. Cause I like how we can just look at this. You can just say how to stay, or no, how to be healthy. How to be healthy, and look at the top results. Here's my tip. If you're looking for health advice, don't Google it and then take shit off the first page. There's always exceptions, and of course, there's always things you can pick through. You can even, because again, they might give you a couple truths. Maybe time might even give you one little true thing, possibly, just to lead you on the wrong path. But it's better just to stay away. But look, this is what I'm trying to show you. How to be healthy. What's the first point? Drink more water. Guys, water, that shit dries out your system. I mean, you just flush out all your nutrients anyway. Trust me, guys, I barely drink water, and I have never felt better. Whenever I drink so much water, every time you drink those 8 glasses of water, or think about it, Beyonce wants everyone to drink a gallon of water. Beyonce gallon. That's all you can type in. She does a 30-day water challenge, drinking a gallon of water. So you drink a gallon of water for 30 days to be like Beyonce, see? And someone did it to be like her, because this is a programmed slave. This is what the tribe calls the Goyim. See how to be healthy. See? What we're talking about, see? Propagated bullshit from the Jesuit order. 8 glasses of water, only for female. Or no, this might be for smaller. For a child, 5. But for a grown adult, male or female, 8 glasses. If give your kids 5 glasses of the fluoridated water. Make sure there's fluoride in it. 8. See, it's bullshit. Water also clears your skin. No, guys, have you never been in the shower too long? Your skin shrivels up, and all the toxins and metals in the water. That's just not good for your skin. Helps your kidneys? No, it doesn't. Helps you control your appetite? Yeah, because it fills your stomach up. So then that means you're eating less nutritious food because it's filled with water, and keeps you energized. No, it makes you feel sluggish. If you've ever done a workout and you drink too much water, you're like, oh, okay, it's harder to get back in the zone. That's what they say take sips or something. It's all these tips, all the tips people give you, it's all based on not drinking too much water. It means it's proof that it's not good to drink a lot of it. And give you the whole calories crap, make you scared with that. Drinking hot water can help stimulate your digestive system. Hot water is not the best thing to drink either. I like drinking hot tea just because I like drinking it, but I'm not gonna say it's healthy. I mean, you just see what these people are programming. WikiHow has some good things. They have some good how-to-dos, but to be healthy, again, it's all propagated bullshit. They're gonna say the same thing. Time Magazine will say the same thing. Health.com is called Health.com. This is complete bullshit, guys. Don't go to Health.com. These people are the Freemasons. They're lying to you. Where's the water? Where's the water? Where's the drink the fucking water? Oh, if these guys don't say drink water, oh, get your shots. Look at this shit. Get your shots. What did I look up? How to be healthy. How to be healthy. Look at this shit. Free membership to what? To be programmed with more lies from the government? No, thank you. I'm glad it says no thanks. No fucking thanks. 20, Death 20, quick and easy ways to get healthier fast. Look at this shit. How do you get, how is this a quick and easy way to get healthy? What? Get a yearly flu vaccine? Great. Now add a TDAP booster. TDAP stands for tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. And that last disease, also known as whooping cough, is particularly dangerous. See, they're selling you. This is sales. This is a sales copy. Have you ever seen an ad before? I can click on an ad and show you what it looks like, but I'm sure we've all seen it. The sales copying on it, this is exactly what this is. They're using fear to sell you their vaccines. Look at this shit. In fact, cases of pertussis in the U.S. have risen about 137% since 2000. 137 is the 33rd prime number. This stuff is comedy. It's a bunch of nonsense, but it's worse than comedy in a sense because, guys, they are leading people down a dangerous path with this bullshit propaganda. It's complete propaganda. I mean, they're completely swaying people to the side of the vaccines. For most adults, that means a nasty cough in children. It could be worse. You see, it could be worse. Make sure you vaccine your children, vaccinate them with this TDAP booster. This poisonous booster. P probably stands for poisonous. Total death and poison. That's exactly what it fucking is. So if you have kids or around kids, it is essential to get vaccinated, you know? So if you're working around kids, you gotta get vaccinated. And if you're a doctor and shit, they make you. If you work around kids, they probably make you get vaccinated. Even if you got a shot as a child, you still need one booster as a grown-up. You also need, use the word need, a tetanus booster every 10 years. Guys, I have not read such. Guys, I've been reading the whole impeachment shit all day long, but this might even beat that for the biggest bullshit I've read all day. And that's, that's probably saying a lot, because impeachment is 100% complete, fabricated nonsense bullshit. I just feel like I've been sold a bunch of nonsense right here. And I have. So I personally like I don't like wearing underwear. I like to go commando. I think it's just fresher. Whatever reasons they're saying here, I don't even care. But I'll agree with them on that one. I feel less stuff. Guess less shit gets in the way. I don't know. I don't even do it for health reasons, but don't lose sleep. I mean, again, they give you some obvious ones. So if this is right, and you see, if you sleep better, if you sleep more, and you feel better, oh, then maybe they're right about everything else. You see how it does? Munch on carrots? No, guys, carrots. You know what carrots are supposed to look like in the wild? Not what they're giving you these days. These are man-made bullshit carrots. There's no vitamin A in carrots. It's beta-carotene, and the body does not efficiently convert beta-carotene to vitamin A in most people. So you don't even get the vitamin A from them. So they're lying to you. They know this. They know this, guys. They're just lying to you. So yeah, at least they're not saying drink a shit ton of water. I was thinking they're gonna say drink a bunch of water. Maybe they're not saying that. That's I'll give them that. I'll give them the whole water thing because that's what we're looking for. Yeah, they didn't even mention it. Cool, but I mean they did even worse. They mentioned the bullshit vaccines. I mean, come on. Yeah, Zach called these rituals perfectly. Man, I'm glad that you got your life healthier, Charlie. It's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, if you're just being healthy, life just feels so much better. That's why I like to stay healthy. Oh, just tell them you've been taking chemo drugs for 20 years. Yeah, but then these people say, well, we need the proof, we need the documents. This is bullshit. And if you're a doctor and you forge them, then you lose your license. So it's like you just can't do anything. You gotta just comply or not do anything with this gang. Yeah, this gang wants everyone to be eating all day long, which is like just way more than they possibly need to. I'm all for eating a bunch, like just getting your nutrients in, but like this gang they have shit food, so they won't ever need their shit food. Yeah, carrots are always purple and stuff. Not this shit they're showing us now. And again, they talk about the vitamin A. That was the whole point. They're saying get your vitamin A from the carrots. That's the whole point. They're selling you the carrots, but you scientifically cannot get the amount of vitamin A that they have. Your body can't convert the beta carotene to vitamin A as efficiently, so you just don't even get much of it. You don't versus eating a liver or something. So it's already just bullshit. This is nonsense. Snow squall covers New York and sudden snow. I'm sorry, I'm so sick of seeing New York in the propaganda, like every single day. 12-18 again. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 8 is 9. New York 39. This we've been seeing them all day. We've had days with 48 numerology recently too. New York 48. And this is why. It's been plenty of days with New York numbers. Donald Trump's from New York, by the way. Did we see how many days from her husband's death? I think we already saw that. Oh, yeah, 45 weeks. Yeah, 45 weeks. I just can't believe this shit. I mean, you guys see, if you just jump in the stream, you see how this is on the front page on the impeachment day. Trump attacks Rep. Dingle, implies late husband is looking up from hell. This was 45 weeks from the day he died. Just think about it. I don't think I did from his. I was gonna do from his upcoming anniversary. That's what I didn't do. Because the 45 weeks was so profound, there's just no point in doing it. Death 52. I wish it was 2 and including 53 days. That'd be perfect. Impeachment 53, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, you still get the same thing. Blood sacrifice 121. See, from one side they do like the pattern. I said we can get numbers for death, killing, murder, sacrifice, or for the numbers for Donald Trump. We got both. Trump's the 45th president. It's 45 weeks from when he died, but from the upcoming 1-year anniversary of his death, it's 1 month, 21 days, 7 weeks, and 3 days. But sacrifice 121, sacrifice 73. See that? Exactly the pattern that we call every single time. I mean, that's what I think. If you just jump in these streams, I mean, I love all the returning people. I really love engaging with you guys. But if there's new people in the stream, I think it's a good way to wake them up. If we could just funnel new people and just keep streaming and showing them example after example, they'll have no choice than to just wake up and say, "Okay, I can't deny this anymore," because they'll feel so stupid. I mean, how dumb can you feel if we're specifically calling shit out and it comes true every single time? And there's other people in the chat saying yes, and they're also calling things out, and you're sitting there behind saying, "Oh no, they're all this." Like, there'll be a point where you're just gonna be the fucking idiot in the room. Well, the point was that time right away, but there'll be a point where you just realize that you're the idiot in the room who doesn't see what's going on. You'll drop your fucking ego, because that thing is always ego. Everyone's just fucking ego, thinking that, oh, I don't want to be the one that does. That's the thing is, because I'm sure people have told you this. Oh, how are you the one to figure this out? Or because I was always trying to share Zach's work. When I found this out from him, they're saying, well, who is this guy? He's some guy on YouTube. Like, how's he the one to figure all this out? I'm like, the fuck is that supposed to mean? Because you didn't figure it out, so someone else can't? Because no one in the media, and he's like, oh, why didn't Albert Einstein figure this out? Because why didn't someone in the mainstream figure this out? I mean, that's what I'm saying. And that's what people fucking think. They think that it has to come from the TV, it has to come from the media. If it's not talked about in the mainstream, then it can't be true. That we would have found it out about we would have figured it out by now as a collective society if it actually mattered. I'm like, that's the most retarded way to think. You're better off blowing your brains up with a shotgun if you think like that. That's just really how I feel about people who think like that. I like people, like I like those people internally. I know they're deep down good people with their hearts. They're nice. I get it, but like, I just think if that's your existence, you just follow the fucking status quo, to believe everything, to not question anything, and to think that a normal person can't figure shit out that you can't, and you're that self-centered. I think you're better off killing yourself, and like not in a suicidal way. Like, I just think like, what are you doing? What are you doing for anyone right now? Watch YouTube strike me for that. I can't talk about that now. YouTube strikes for anything these days. I don't even care. I think so many people are in the way, and if we're really trying to do anything here, those people who are just adamantly in their heads wanting to not do anything, they just need to be just out the way.
History is unfolding.
And I'm not talking about you know who's. Because again, watch YouTube say, "Oh, you're inciting violence against a protected group." I didn't mention anything like that. Now I'm mentioning the Goyim, actually, people who are just as responsible. Yeah, they're just willfully ignorant. It's like, okay, because like, guys, the time will come where it's like no more. It's no more fucking around. That's just the thing. Like, Yeah, exactly. Water is when you get the kidneys too much water, that's not good. But that's what. But then that's what health.com was saying. Oh, not health.com. WikiHow was saying, "Oh, drink all your water." And where do you think WikiHow got that from? Was some Masonic programming? Yeah, they shut it down, man. You see how people shut down, and it makes. But the thing is, since then, and I hate like do this, but like it's just a subconscious thing I do. The people who shut down on me, whenever they like share shit that I don't care about, I shut down on them too. I just kind of just don't care. I just tune it out. I like think about. It's just like it's not even a spiteful thing. I just literally don't care because I'm like, okay, if I can't even share my thing, and like you even kind of care or want to hear it, I'm like, I don't care about half the shit you want to say, and it's honestly true because think about it. What did people really talk about that's actually important? Yes, they share. Some people can share ideas, cool things you can do. I like that too. I have friends that still share ideas. They share like, hey, let's work on this. Let's like look into this. I like that, right? But like most people don't even do that. They'll like just talk about what's in the TV, what's in the video game, what Donald Trump's doing, what's in the football game. Like I'm like, I don't care about any of this shit. And why should I have to? It means nothing. It's just more money, more time, more energy given to these people. And then all you do is go around and just keep dragging everyone into this, being in the way. It's just ridiculous. I'll go say I don't want these people to do anything. I want these people to change. That thing is, I don't wish death on anyone. I don't want anyone to kill themselves. I hate that type of stuff. But it's like that. I'm using to emphasize like they're completely useless in really making any sort of impact in this world. And you can say, well, fuck it, who cares? Fuck the world. It's like, okay, then why do people have kids? Why is everyone having kids, but then they still like don't care about the future? That means you don't give a shit about your kids, which is even it's also awful. So to me, it's like there's no excuse. I think there's no fucking excuse. How's me, someone with no children, care more about this than people that have kids? That makes no sense. People who have kids are the ones shutting me down. That makes no sense. I'm here trying to help you and your kids and your future out by sharing this knowledge, letting you know how they're being programmed. Like with this 5-year-old paid off the lunch balances for 123 students because he didn't fucking pay it off. His Freemasonic parents did. He's being used. They use his children in these propaganda events. You think this kid's doing this not of his own volition. She's 5 years old. Even if they made him a Freemason, he's doing this initiation. He's fucking 5. He never had time to really experience much in life to decide, do I want to be a Freemason or not? So I really think there's no way you can argue that this guy's being used against his will or being suckered into this as a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's not like saying it's not saying Sarah Sanders or Chris Cuomo. You can say, oh, what if he loves doing this? What if he's actually, you can say anything you want about that, right? But I can't logically think about how there's a possible way a kid is participating in this without being used. Every single time you see a kid in the media, they're being used by the federal government. This kid's being used by his parents, by the Freemasons, by CNN. It's sick. Oh, this is a girl? Oh, it's a little girl. See, this is what I'm saying. They dress up look like a boy too. Look like a boy to me. Caitlin Hardy. Okay. Well, that shows even more. But watch, let me get off this. Oh, you're bullying this kid. No, I'm not. They look like a fucking boy to me. Sorry, they just did. Sorry that YouTube and CNN promotes this type of stuff. It's nonsense. Hey, what's up, Ellen? What's up? I'm glad you made it. Yeah, that's the thing. The gang wants the GMO weed. That's why they're legalizing it though. They're gonna control it. I think everyone wants weed to be legalized and run by the government. But I'm like, they're just gonna modify it and do what they want, poison it and stuff. You know a girl who was told to wear formal dresses with other kids when she was a kid and forced to go to a Freemason lodges. See, this is ridiculous. Forced to be Freemasons. Yep, adults are used, so why wouldn't they use children? Exactly. Always using the children. It's just sick. And it's just things with the children. It's just easy to see. It's one of those things where you can just see it, and you can't even say, oh, you know, were they picked, like, are they choosing to do this? Are they being paid to do this? Like, no, they're literally being used, like, every possible way you can think. They're being used against their will. There's just no way they're not. Like, even that he was coerced with money, candy, you know, toys. I mean, he's still being controlled. He didn't just do this. They report about this because they wanted to. Okay, so I keep saying he. It's not even a he. I keep looking at this, keep saying he. But who knows? It could easily be a fucking he. And they're just, I mean, that's what they're doing. But, you know, let me not even go more, because they'll say I'm bullying this child, saying that type of stuff. I guarantee you that YouTube will do that. It's just so dumb. That's why whenever I see kids in the propaganda trying to talk about them, anyone under 18, I try not to talk about much. Remember Madonna's comb bra? No, I don't. Madonna became popular when I was born, and I think that was the peak of her popularity. And it's not even. I mean, it's a ritual. It could even be foreshadowing her death. And she's pretty. She's what, 80? She might be 80. She might be 80, guys. Madonna's an actor for the Freemasons, obviously. Oh no, she's, she's 61. He's not 80. She's 61. Born in 58, of course. Freemason 58. She's an actor for the Freemasons. Oh, Madonna. I keep forgetting that Madonna's her real first name. Well, at least in the narrative. And I want to see the gematria of this with Madonna. Madonna 127, 26, 37, 62. She could die at 62. Sacrifice 62. And then, because maybe they want to sell more of her records at that time, too. She's born with 38 numerology, 137 days remaining, the 33rd prime, there with 47 life lesson numbers. See, I knew it. Pop 47. You see that? The Queen of Pop. See? Pop 47, they with 47 life lesson number. This is an actor born by the numbers. This is not hard to see. See, referred to as the Queen of Pop since the 1980s. She's gonna die by numbers for Pop, probably. See, but you could have said she could have died at 47. What's in the Jewish cipher? Nope, she's not gonna live to 170. But sacrifice 170. Think about the K-pop stars they sacrifice. Queen of Pop 58, born in 1958. See that? This is an actor for the Freemasons. I cannot say it enough. This is a theatrical puppet. She does exactly what she's supposed to do. Queen of Pop 58, born in 58. So Madonna equals again, okay. She's also born the 220th day of the year, death 228. I mean, again, I don't want her to die. I want her to live to be, 170 if she can. But, it's not how it's going to happen. They're going to kill her by the numbers. They want to take your gun rights if you get legal weed. To declare war on a planet is retarded. I mean, this gang just wants to keep controlling. Yeah, people. That's the thing. Is if people learn to grow and work together, we don't need to fake. But I think it's really hard for people to work together. I think that's the hardest thing, and that's the big thing. Is people are brotherhood. Because I've had, because I said I've heard all the deniers' excuses. You know what people used to do to deny this? They said this is impossible because it was impossible for. I've literally heard some idiot retard say this, and of course, since then, there's certain type of people like I'll meet out because these weren't my friends. I just met these people. I gotta get together, and after I'm like, hey, why would I want to pursue a friendship with these people? These people are stupid. They're saying that why would humans get together and work together and do this? Like human nature, humans cannot work together at all. And they're partially right, but I'm like, no, really, this is a brotherhood. These people swear oaths. That's what I'm saying. This is a brotherhood. They work together. That's the whole point of Freemasonry. They work together. They're not divided. They're one. And that's what they're able to do these types of things. And they divide the masses because they know people are so easily divided. But you're like, I'm like, if your reason why this can't work because there's no way a group of people could be working together and not have self interest get in the way. It's like this agenda is their self interest. They put their personal shit aside to be part of the brotherhood and work together. That's the whole point. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, well, these people are absolutely retarded. I mean, that has probably been the dumbest one I've heard. Because you can't, how can you speak for them? You can't speak for other people. Say it's impossible for anyone to work together like that. I mean, you don't know that. You can't speak for fucking everyone. So yeah, I've literally heard it all. Like any possible thing these idiot, goy, dumb, fucking retards can say, I've heard it, and I'm honestly sick of it. Earth's magnetic North Pole heads for Russia, and scientists are puzzled. Conveniently, as Trump gets impeached over this whole Ukraine thing, which used to be part of Russia, but it still is. It does not matter. The USSR never broke up. We are in the USSR. America is the USSR. It's the same thing. It's the same United States. Unlike its geographical poles, Earth mag. I mean, it's just bullshit. Why couldn't they give us a real? Why can't we have a real image of Earth? And they're showing us stuff. Why does everything with NASA have to be some sort of CGI fabrication? They're stupid. I mean, this doesn't look real to me either. It's always some artistic rendition. Look at this shit. Obviously, the ghost particle found in Antarctica. Then why are you giving me some contrived photograph? Yeah, the news is fake. I mean, it's fake. I mean, you're seeing this. It's absolutely fake. Fake photos, fake narratives. Everything I click on is fake. Teen crashes plane at airport. This is either published on the 17th. Let's see if the teen is 17. They might not be. I was posting the 18th. But again, see, I said, let's see the teen is 17. I said that. Let's see the teen is 17. We clicked on it. A 17-year-old. So again, on my live stream, I'm proving this pattern. I said teens are always 17 in the propaganda the vast majority of the time. So we're doing a live stream. I haven't seen this yet. And I clicked on it. You see? 17-year-old. They could have been 16. They could have been 15. They could have been 13, between 13 and 17, right? But they weren't. Well, they were 17. But they weren't 16. So you see how the odds aren't matching up. If it was all random, if you're using statistical probability, you can even if you can even figure out how many teens are in the world, how many people are 16, 17, you can actually do statistics and find out the statistical mean. This is not possible. That's what I'm saying. It's statistically impossible for there to be this many 17-year-olds in the propaganda as often as there are. It's statistically impossible. Every last thing we should look at in the propaganda is statistically impossible, and that's how you can tell it's fake. If 17-year-old in custody, 55-second video, sacrifice 55. I don't know if crash equals 55. No. Neither does plane crash. I'm closing some of these pieces. Probably gonna close the stream relatively soon. See how many people are around. 39. So when there's around 40, I like to keep going, but I don't go too long, and then before I know it's like 4 a.m. I'm trying to go to sleep. Let's see. Definitely no later than 3. Yeah, 2:25. I don't know. I don't want to talk about when I'm gonna quit, but it'll be soon. I take this match so deep. You learn so much during your streams. I'm so happy to see that, White Waves. I really am. Because I love teaching. I love teaching and sharing things, and you guys understanding and learning, and we're all just sharing ideas. That's what I really like. So I'm glad you're learning stuff, and I'm glad that this is so easy to see. I mean, again, if you just jump in the stream, it's probably the best thing we've seen. Derby 54, the Kentucky Derby was on May 4th. Before we saw this, I said we're going to get the numbers for death from the Kentucky Derby to this. It's 228 days later, death equals 228. Again, another thing we called up before it happened, and then it happened. That's why I do that. I never predict things, because again, I've done it so many times. Even if I want to do it for some ego boost or something, how can I even get an ego boost out of it? I've done it so much. It's just like so numbing. It's like one of those things where if you try to do it for some kind of endorphin kick or dopamine, you're gonna have to do more of it each time to get the effect. So I never do it for that type of way anyway. But if I did, I would have to just do it way too much. I'll have to do like 100 predictions today to even match. So I'm just like, I don't do it for that reason. I do it to show you the best way possible that it's fake news propaganda. There's no other way around it. If you can predict things before they happen, very consistently, very specifically, live, it's impossible to deny. And I've done all this, all today, again. And you guys do too. Everyone, we all do it because it's simple to see. Again, this is where I first saw it. 14, dead 14, N14, dead horses in Kentucky. And it's nothing to do with the Kentucky Derby. This has nothing to do with the Kentucky Derby. We searched for the word race. We searched for the word derby. We didn't see it. It's completely unrelated. And it's completely synced up with the Kentucky Derby. R. Kelly, please. See, now's a bribery charge. More racial shaming propaganda with R. Kelly. Don't tell me that if this was published on the 18th, it's over. I'm done. Oh, God. Guys, R is the 18th letter. His birthday is January 8th. R. Kelly back in the propaganda on the 18th of the month. Are you seeing this shit? This is another actor for the Freemasons. Think about it. If he's doing this against his will, that means he didn't do it.
R. Kelly is set to
What am I going to say to your fans? If you really cared about your fans, you would tell them, I'm innocent. I'm being shamed by my employers. My name is R. Kelly, Robert Kelly. R's the 18th letter. I'm born January 8th. You see that? And I'm here on the 18th day of the month. Fans, please stop listening to my music. Or no, keep listening to my music for free using ad blockers on YouTube to not give Vivo any fucking money. And please stop believing my Freemason employers to put out this numerical propaganda. Hey guys, I'm wearing a blue jacket because my employers told me this. I'm an actor in costume. I'm by these guys wearing red and black for the Jesuit order. The Catholic Church told me to do this. In this 4-minute, 9-second video, Scottish 49, here on February 22nd, Negro 22, order out of Chaos 222, as above, so below 222. Guys, he would explain all this to you if you really want to talk to his fans. But he's not doing that for either two reasons. He doesn't know these riddles. He's just following along. Or, he's not supposed to tell you because he's an actor.
13 federal charges.
13 federal charges. You see that? Federal charges. This is federal government propaganda.
R. Kelly, what do you want to say to your fans? R. Kelly is set to go on trial in April 2020 in Illinois on 13 federal charges.
April 2020. Notice that. The 4th month in 2020. 420, 42, nigger 42.
Recruiting women for sex, persuading people to conceal his sexual contact with teenage girls, and buying back videotapes of the encounters.
See? Just things that they want to shame black people doing. Sex, sexual deviance, bribing, money.
Kelly has denied any allegations of sexual misconduct in the past.
Because he probably didn't do anything. Or he did. And guys, any sexual misconduct he's ever done, they're not talking about it. They're talking about the fake news propaganda tales. But yeah, I'm not going to sit on this too much. We'll do August 13th, 2005. See why that's here in the media. Well, first off, it's federal charges. Federal 138. It's 13/8. Wait, this is August 31st, though, isn't it? Let me double check that. Oh, it's August 31st. Excuse me. Still there's transposition. August 31st, 2005. They with 46, life lesson number, sacrifice 46, African American 44, black people 44. They with 39, numerology. That's what R. Kelly equals. R. Kelly 83, 79, 34, like murder. The date numerology doesn't match for R. Kelly that day. 83 is the 23rd prime. Yeah. 79 is the 22nd prime, but I mean, guys, I'm not sure what to say. See, this is the propaganda I want to keep up. Sometimes it's hard for me to close some of these pictures. Like that Kentucky one just blows my mind. But yeah, we'll look at other stuff. Let me go back to the chat. Remember SeaTac Airport incident? What are the baggage handler took the plane and then crashed it, but it really didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. Like they're saying they'll give out those reports and they don't have it, and they'll say, yeah, this never happened. It's like, why are they giving us fake news, saying it, then say, oh yeah, this didn't happen? It's like, yeah, You're just mocking us. Computer generated imagery, 1108 and satanic. Interesting, Lord Finn. I like that. I saw a question about the number 9. See, that's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm talking about. YouTube, their chat is just so ridiculous. I lose my place, and then I just lose everything. It looks like there's a bunch of questions and stuff I missed. This is ridiculous, guys. I don't know what to do. I mean, I wish you could like open source YouTube and like do things you want. Project Bluebeam thing, they said they're gonna start in 2020. It's like a celebrity hologram physical type of deal. I can see that. I can see them doing that. They've already been doing that with the holograms and celebrities. So they're probably gonna ramp it up. Bluebeam. Yeah. I was looking for the number 99. Project Bluebeam equals 58. Yep, R. Kelly is a paid clown. Yep, February 22nd, the master building number. Absolutely. How do I get started studying or being aware of gematria? How it applies to propaganda? How did I get started? Oh, I was looking up on YouTube for videos of psyops because I was always researching shit. I was like, okay, I know ISIS is a psyop and all this stuff because it was all, it was around 2015, or it was 2016, and they're doing all this ISIS and Turkey, Erdogan, all this kind of crap. I'm like, okay. I was researching stuff again, looking at government psyops, and I looked at a video for that, and it was Zach's video because he had a video about like what are psyops, and he explained everything in gematria. Right when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is it. I didn't have to I didn't second guess it at all. I still applied it. I still proved it to myself. But right when I saw it, I was like, because I was just again being logical. I was like, okay, this guy has a bunch of videos on this. He seems to know what he's talking about. What he's showing makes sense. This obviously all can't match up because he's showing all Masonic, English, Jewish, holiday, Independence Day all equals 74. I was like, okay, well, this all can't just work. If it was all random, I just thought it through while I was watching this video. And I saw another video. But after the first video, I mean, before the first video was over, I was already like, okay, this is what they're doing. Because it's all about the mindset. I was already had the mindset of this is an agenda. There's bullshit going on, but like, exactly how do they do it? So I was like, oh, okay. And I've known that the Jews run most of the shit, or not most of the shit, all the shit. And it's showing how much with the Jewish practice, and I know how the Jews are with their practices and their rituals. So I was like, okay, this all makes so much sense. I wasn't like, oh, let me, this guy is crazy. I didn't think like that at all. Because again, I didn't come in with an ego. Everyone comes in with, not everyone, but people will come with an ego and say, oh, well, who's this guy? If anything, I even had the opposite. I was thinking, oh, I was thinking that Zach wasn't good at like marketing his material or like promoting his work. I was like, oh, this shit has to catch on. I was like, I can't wait to share this with my friends. I'm sure I was thinking like maybe Zach had a really dumb friend group or something. Because like, oh, if his friends can't see this, his friends are probably just dumb or something. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone's friends are dumb. I mean, if you don't get this work, you're just dumb. So because I try to share this with people, and I get the same responses. Oh, it's bullshit. It makes no sense. Why didn't Adolf Hitler, or not Adolf Hitler? Why didn't Albert Einstein talk about this? Why are they talking about this on the TV? And I was okay. I guess everyone's just retarded. So that's pretty much like got into gematria, just on YouTube, looking for videos on what's going on. Because guys, I've always been the truth. But before that, I was looking also a lot of like stuff with like alien technology and like what they're doing. But then it's like I can never find any evidence on that stuff. That's why I also didn't like it. I was okay. I'm trying to really find evidence of like alien encounters, but I can never find anything that's worth it because everything, all the footage, like, well, this could be a government craft. Like I've always known also that most UFO sightings, not all of them, are just government vehicles. So I was like, okay. And then again, what do you have? Ancient aliens. That's all from the federal government. You can only believe so much of that, if any of it at all. Like the thing that they show that makes sense to me is like the artwork, like ancient artwork from like thousands of years ago that like you can go to colleges and kind of prove that it's artwork from at least some time ago. and how they look very intricate, and like, yeah, it could be some traveler from another dimension or something. It could be a demon that they saw or whatever. You know, I can see that. But that's that's the thing that promoted that I kind of like the most. But I mean, History Channel's bullshit, obviously. But that's the thing with Gematria, you don't need that anymore. You don't need History Channel. I mean, you never needed it anyways. You don't need anything from the Freemasons. But you know what I mean? With Gematria, with this knowledge, with the numerology, you just apply it to their stuff. You know exactly what's going on.
History is unfolding as we speak
Oh
right
my god, I'm
now.
so sick of hearing this voice. I hate Wolf Blitzer. I hate his voice. He's just such a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I just wanted real stuff. That's what I think. That's what for years, like literally for years, I wanted real stuff. The other closest I've been was this one show. I don't want not Dan Brown. You know Dan Brown, the guy who made the books. So it's either Dan Brown or the guy who likes him. This guy also wrote his books. He had a show on History Channel, but he went to investigate the Rosicrucians. That's how I first heard about the Rosicrucians on the History Channel. And he went to investigate them, and he went to their lodge. And I remember them saying like, "Yeah, the Rosicrucians, we don't operate anymore." Right when he said, I was thinking, "Oh yeah, they do." I'm like, these people aren't just like a, you know, for show secret society. I'm like, the Rosicrucians are still in power. They're still doing shit. I knew that from then. This was back in what 2014, 2013. I was watching History Channel, so you know, I just see this shit. They tell you these things. I just look at the clues. I'm like, well, no, because I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna think. I don't believe that powerful groups and secret societies just fizzle out. That doesn't make sense to me. If you have the power in your secret society, you're always going to be ruling and using that power and stuff. You're not just going to give it up. It's self-interest. Again, yes, self-interest is a thing, but groups have it. You can be part of a group and share that self-interest to advance your group. You have dunce idiot like Trump, absolutely, and fool and Donald Trump have overlapping gematria too. And Saturn equals 21. I think like fool. Yes, you have to consider. You absolutely have to consider the source of gematria is useful. Why isn't anyone looking to Popo Wu's so-called graduation? Because I don't know what Popo Wu is. Sounds like something from the Catholic Church, though. Oh, from the Wu-Tang Clan. See, because I never knew all their individual. I know, some of their individual names, but I never knew all their individual names. I never knew Popo Wu by his name. Like I know, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, and stuff like that. But like his graduation, though, I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't help that he doesn't have a birthday or anything either. Like if he hasn't a Wikipedia page, it's kind of harder to decode this stuff. Yeah, man, I'm not sure, man. Maybe we can look at this later, like with more information. But that's probably why I haven't talked about it, because I don't even know what it is. To me,
History is unfolding as we speak
what?
right now. The
Oh
400.
Jesus! Why is this autoplay prop again? I'm closing this. I'm closing all these tabs. This is just stupid. Even R. Kelly. That was updated 8:32 with R. Kelly. Negro 32. Nancy Pelosi. Look at her face. What an actor. Again, House votes 230 to 197. 197 is 45th prime. Capitol Hill again at 850. Federal government 85. Here's my. I have more blog posts I can share with you, but we can. The more content I save and we don't do, is just the more shit we have for later. So waiting for shit to load. Again, Kentucky Derby 54 was May 4th, the one 2019. Here's a live stream. Yeah, not other people see. I think a lot of people don't see a lot of things. That's just the thing. They have everyone in such tunnel vision. Everyone's just into like the sports, the whatever they can get into, the entertainment. I think just the world's designed to make you want to just go to work, come home, entertain yourself, and then spend the money. Because they say that the average American spends 104% of their income. So they want you to. That makes you a slave. You're working all day for money. You keep none of it. And even if you do, I mean, the money system's bullshit. I mean, it literally means nothing. as it has no meaning. We only give it meaning and believe in it. And if you look at the whole debt system, it actually just makes no sense. If you really think about it, there is no money, like, because it's backed by nothing. And just the whole thing about it, if you have like, it's not a zero sum game. They just keep printing it, and there's just the debt that just gets wiped out like it never happened, and it doesn't get balanced. It's just all a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, cattle vision. That's exactly what they have. But these cattle have these cattle vision, and what they do is they go to work all day long just to come home, find ways to entertain themselves, and then the money, and then while they're doing that, they get all these little signals to buy this, buy that, do this, do that, and spend all their money. And then they borrow some more money too from the Zionist Jew gang in the form of like a credit card. But the problem is that they can't pay it off in time. Because the thing with the credit card is it's a free loan from the Freemasons, but you have to pay it off within 30 days. But they can't pay it off, so they keep paying that and the interest that the Freemasons charge on top of it. And they just keep doing that again and again. So they're just in more slavery, and they keep going to work and doing it again and again. And you see the problem here? I wasn't clear on what the problem is, but here's just my thing. And it's kind of my thing about some of these people. It's like, okay, look, you're in this slave system. Why don't you want to do something about it? Why, instead of coming home and entertaining yourself all day, why not come home and even spend 30 minutes to an hour a day building something on the side or studying something that you can use, like a marketable skill that you can use to maybe give yourself a little bit more freedom. And yeah, it'll take a long ass time if you only spend an hour a day, but if you spend an hour a day for 10 years doing something, it's better than spending 0 hours a day for 10 years and having to work until you're 65, slaving away, just to then not get any sort of retirement, no sort of pension, no sort of social security, which doesn't mean anything anyway. And I mean, I've heard of companies that will like fire people the day before they retire just to like pay them retirement. I mean, you might work for a company like that. These companies never give a shit about any of their employees. Yep, just bread and circuses, just a trap. And just like Trump, just file bankruptcy. Doesn't even matter. Just get all wiped away. It doesn't matter. Like the money, like all money does is just buy you freedom. That's all it looks like. It's something that buys you freedom and opportunities and lets you just do certain things. But like other than that, and you use it to make more money to get yourself more opportunities and more freedom to do certain things. That's all it is. It's a tool. But other than that, it has no like meaning, no value. It's no value at all. I mean, it really has no value. It's backed by nothing. Bitcoin and gold are going to be the new currency. Paper and cards is going to be worth zero. I mean, definitely, I can easily speak for precious metals like gold and silver. Those are going to go up. They're just, I mean, especially silver. Silver is so cheap right now for how useful it is and how it's actually a commodity people want. I've been meaning to look at the chart because the thing is the market's been going up, so it's been a nice time to invest in this. But see, it's downtrending. So if I invest, I like to invest around this just to get the average price, the simple moving average. But even then, because the thing is, guys, this thing could go up to like 100 one day. Silver could be 100 one day. So like, it's one of those things where it's never a bad time to invest and buy and hold precious metals. But unlike buying and holding, shit that you're not too sure about, like certain stocks or like whatever, maybe even some bonds, maybe even Bitcoin. I think with silver, you can have a bunch of silver in your house. At some point in the future, someone's going to want that silver from you and do something with it, and they'll pay you for it, or they'll give you something. They'll give you food for it. You know what I mean? Someone will trade you food and survival for some silver. So I personally don't think it's a bad idea to buy and hold precious metals: palladium, silver, platinum, gold, anything you want, or anything that you can research and like. But I like how this is still downtrending. I'm waiting for this to either change trend along here or dip back here again and either break or try to. So probably the next dip to this, I'll probably buy. But it doesn't really matter. I'm being too precise because if you're buying and holding, it just doesn't matter. You could have honestly bought at the top. You could have bought at $20. So 1975. It just doesn't matter. I really think it's gonna go even higher than that one day because it's silver. I mean, just look at the applications for it. Yeah, palladium always goes up. Palladium's the most expensive right now. So like, these are things you can buy and hold, invest in that actually have some sort of value. Silver under $500, you don't think you need to show ID? It's cool. That's awesome. See? I see the wall as an excuse to turn future generations into debt slaves while selling fear and division. I think so too. Yeah, exactly. This stuff can be so stressful if all taken serious. I actually feel for people because at one time I did not know how fake it is. That's exactly why I make these videos. I'm freeing people from all sorts of things. Think like how liberating is it to literally scroll down this and have no effect. This stuff has zero effect on my. Well, the only emotion it has on us too. I'm irritated at the bullshit crap, seeing all the mocking, and it's funny to see him doing it all the time. So irritation and then just laughing at it. But those are really minor. It doesn't affect me. I'm not like saying, oh no, no, like it doesn't affect my day to day life. Trump being impeached, I'm not depressed about it. I'm not super overjoyed. Because look, overjoyed for what? If you remove him from office, you're just gonna put in another actor with the same bullshit agenda, the same coded propaganda participating in. And honestly, it could be someone like Elizabeth Warren, and think about how boring that will be. Actually, yes, Trump's a piece of shit. I hate the stuff he does, but you know what? If I'm going to talk about this and expose this, at least it might as well be some sensational propaganda than Elizabeth Warren's boring ass. I mean, so it just doesn't matter though. I mean, we're gonna still get some actor. It's gonna be a bunch of crap. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, none of this stuff phases me. I can't say. I'm trying to find an article as I'm like, damn. Oh no. I can't even. My brain's because it's all fake news. I'm just like, oh, this is all just government propaganda. That's all it is. Is that Madonna again? Oh no, Linda Ronstadt. Wait, this. I don't know why this looks like this. It might not even be Madonna. Yeah, this is not. But this is updated 617. I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is about. But I can tell you that this is updated 617, the 113th prime number, Scottish 113. This is an actor for the Scottish Rite Freemasons. That's for sure. This person. If she's dead, she was murdered by the Scottish Rite Freemasons or faked her death, and this is from them. This guy, NBC is from them. This guy is a musician from them. 100%. Linda Ronstadt. Let's just see if I know you guys all probably know about her. I just don't. So we gotta look her up. I like to learn new things too. Oh, she's still alive. Good, she's still alive, but probably not for long. Especially with the 1946 birthday. She was born. She was born a month and a day after Donald Trump. She was born the same year as George W. Bush. Close to him too. Bill Clinton. Wait, I don't know. I don't want to speak for Bill Clinton. Maybe I forgot when he was born. But yeah, she looks like some '70s musician, retired popular music singer. So she's a pop singer. I'm sure I know probably some of her songs. I'm guaranteed I know some of her songs. I've heard them. Her 157th birthday in Arizona. She's 73 years old. Sacrificed 73. I mean, it's not good for her. Sacrificed 73:46. Guys, if she dies, I swear to God, I'm just gonna hate. I'm gonna hate it. Because I'm gonna look. We're talking about her now. She's 73 years old, born in '46. Sacrificed 73:46. They're talking about her in the propaganda. It could be foreshadowing her death. It's not kind of want to see how many days from her birthday that they're publishing this about her. The 14th. See, guys, this is not good. I did with 38 life lesson number. They're putting this out. Death, killing, murder, 38. She's 73 years now. She's 73 years old now. Born in '46. And the thing is, a lot of Donald Trump's peers are going to die around this time, between now and next year, because sacrifice equals 73. I mean, and you have to be born in '46. Guys, this is big. This is the only time ever, in at least this century, that you're born in '46 and you're going to die at 73. You know what I'm saying? This is the only. So once after this period, you have to wait for people. You have to wait for people born in 2046 to die at 73. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna take advantage of that and probably kill a lot of 73-year-olds around this time, and she could be one of them. And it looks like they're foreshadowing that with this piece of propaganda with her. And yeah, this is emphasizes you don't have to know anything they're talking about. You don't have to watch the sports. You don't have to know any. You don't have to know the person. You don't ever even hear. You don't even have to ever heard about them. You can see how they're putting this stuff out by the numbers. See, at least from her birthday, there's no 153 days of span of that. I guess 4 months. No, but 4 months, 30 days. Wouldn't that be what? 5 months. See, there's not a big death, killing, murder number from her from that. We could do it to her upcoming 74th birthday, But you know, I'm just trying to look for the clues. Maybe they're not. They might not be foreshadowing her death, and that's a good thing. Yep. See, 7 months, 2 days with the end date. I guess 30 weeks and 4 days. Murder 34. But you know, I feel like it could have been much stronger. So to me, I mean, I still am in. You know, I'm not going to discount the fact that they're talking about her with 38 life lesson number. She's 73, born in 46. I think that's even enough, but I'll definitely give them the benefit of the doubt. It's wishful thinking. It's a logical fallacy, wishful thinking, but it's like I admit something. I use it sometimes because I hate this murder by numbers. Linda Ronstadt, 52, 80. I mean, her name equals 83, like murder. Yeah, it's not good. Damn. Yeah, it's true. It's better to Google than stress. Who runs the live production? Yep, this gang. The Pinnacle of Truth 79, like Fugazi Truth, like Scandinavian design. I like it. The Synagogue of Satan. Yep, I'm exposing them. So like sports and music is real until you make it to the high level, which is the NFL and music industry, which Liar Cohen controls, and he's a Jew, or the rapper you just don't sign. Yep. Although with sports, I would even say it's as early as high school that they script them. Hell, I would even say they script little leagues, but definitely college and pro are scripted every single time. But yeah, and you said it. You said it very well. We scan, spread awareness, but the power of media will always overshadow our small voices. How they own the platforms we are bitching on. They are silencing truthers every day. Yep, that's the problem too. But again, I think me streaming tonight's a perfect example. It's like, okay, I could have because the thing is, if I'm not streaming now, I would have studied a little bit and gone to bed. But I'm streaming because like Donald Trump got impeached, so it's a really good opportunity. I know a lot of people are up on. I love streaming with you guys, and it's like the time is okay. I could either be sleeping now, or it could be streaming. I think it's one of those things. Like if I had this, it's like one of those things with like I'd rather just do this. It might not be making that big of an impact, but when you can weigh one thing or the other, and it's I have like nothing. It's one of the things I have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. Because I probably would have been laying down anyway. It'd be hard to sleep. I'm trying to talk myself into going to sleep right now. You know what I mean? Like talk myself all out of energy, and I can just fall asleep. So this is a pretty good idea. Which means I can do it more often because I really like this. It's just because I'll say it again. Like I like streaming during the day, but if you're like, on a weekday, you're streaming during the day, and you have like a bunch of shit you're trying to get done. You're trying to stay on top of things in your life, and you stream for 2 hours. It might get a little bit harder to control just certain things I'm doing, like and stay on top of things. But if it's in the middle of the night like this, yeah. But that being said, I'm probably gonna stop the stream kind of soon. Cause I definitely, it's almost 3. I definitely want to go past 3. Cause then I can get off at 3 and then fall asleep by 4 at the worst case, and then that should be good. So I'll probably close the stream. We talk about so much anyway, so I'll probably close this in like 5 minutes.
I saw her fall.
Airplane mode by see anything of the past, of course. I mean, again, the technology will change, and they put it out. Oh yeah, technology is changing. You have to fucking tell me this shit. Mysterious space plane finishes 780 days in orbit. Why do you think? Scottish Rite equals 78, Jesuit 78, but more importantly, Scottish Rite 78, space. And let's look at the video. I already see the plane X-37B, NASA 73, but look, numbers for space, for Freemasonry, for conspiracy are going to be in this video. For Saturn are going to be in the video. The two patterns that they don't code often, but they will code is Saturn. They kind of code it often, but Revelation, Revelation 121. So those two as well, but the ones I always call Freemason, conspiracy, space. I always stick with that. Against Scottish Rite 78. So let's look at the video length. Again, I can always be wrong. I always hope I am, because maybe they can switch it up. It helps us learn. You want to learn from your failures anyway. I want to learn. I want to be wrong. I can see, okay, what else did they do this by? No. Scottish Rite 5778. They have a 57-second video with a 780 days in orbit. Are you seeing this bullshit propaganda from the Scottish Rite Freemasons? I mean, again, I'm sitting here saying it could be different. I hope it's different. Please don't be the numbers for Scottish Rite Freemasons. It doesn't fucking matter because it is. Scottish Rite 57, and look how neatly they did this. And the thing is, we've seen them do this before. This might even be the same video that they're resurfacing. Scottish Rite using the full reduction 57 and reversing and reducing 78. See, 57, 78. Let's go back to that space crap. See, 57-second video, 780 days in orbit. By the numbers. Yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen this before in one of my videos or streams. October 29th, they published this. That's why I remember this. Good, I'm glad we're seeing this example again. And that was the day with 78 numerologies. That was the day with 78 numerology. Mysterious space plane lands after 780 days in orbit. You see that? By the numbers. And that was the day with the lifeless number 51. Conspiracy 51. Freemason 51. Masonry 39. Freemasonry 58. The 202nd day of the year, Scottish 32. Freemasonic 63. Day with 63 days remaining. From the U.S. Air Force, giving you this fake news propaganda. U.S. Air Force 115 like Masonic, 155 like Freemasons, like 115 as well. Amazon is expanding its free return policy. It's bullshit. I'm saying it's bullshit because honestly, Amazon's so lenient, guys, they're so rich and lenient. They usually like accept things no matter what. And that's what my experience. The few times I've had to deal with them. Either that or the company that you buy from has like a manufacturer's warranty or something on it. And it's just like, again, I don't fucking care. Why are you telling me this? Oh, so I can spend more money at Amazon for the holidays. Obviously, it's sales copy for the Freemasons for Amazon. We're just selling more products with that shit. But again, why should it influence me? Even when why should it influence me? Why should I go on Amazon now? Oh, I'm gonna buy more now because they have expanding its return policy. Because I might get something I don't want for Christmas or something. Who cares? Just bullshit. It's just, again, it's just the wrong things. Why are they talking about why the fake news is still here all the time, programming people with the propaganda? The somber Pelosi wields her impeachment power in sadness and with ferocity. Again, why is she wielding her power on a day with a 42 life lesson number, 24 numerology, female equals 42, 24? I want to save this video. I can't get over this. I like to document these things because it will go away and it'll be gone forever. That's just the whole thing. I'll just save it here for now. I'll remember this. Nancy Pelosi. See, I already have Nancy Pelosi.jpg in this folder, I think. Vid. There we go. So you see that? And you guys, it's still up in the property. If you guys want to do this too, you can go here, document this, save it, and look, you can open it whenever you want. And I always have this clip of this actress. So if I want to, so now in the future, if I want to show you, see? So instead of just calling her an actor, see how she gets back. She does this. She does a little thing. This is profound. Look at this. Complete actor. Look at this. Complete proof that she does a little act and then she gets back into. Remember Robert Parker? How he was getting into character. And you saw that. This is like kind of reverse of that. She's doing her thing and she gets back to her thing. See? You can kind of see the way in. I don't know. You might say I'm looking too much into that. I don't know. I just think I've been saying so long. That's why I've been saying for too many years now how fake the political system is, how much of an actor Nancy Pelosi is, and they finally prove it with this video. I mean, if you think that's real and she's actually just doing that, not on cue or something, you have a problem. Just a puppet. The U.S. Air Force. Again, 228 days from the Kentucky Derby. They're playing up the Kentucky Derby propaganda. See, Death 228. Is there a 2020? Well, there is a 2020 Kentucky Derby, but is there a date for that? Is it? If it's May, I don't think it's. Yeah, there we go. We got to see if they sync it up from the upcoming one because that's gonna give you clues for the next one. That's actually really important. The 146 renewal. Jesus Christ 146, May 1st and 2nd. So May 1st is when it starts then. So we'll do to May 1st, 2020. Oh wait, not May. Yeah, May 1st. Wait, this is a different one. Here, May 1st, 2020. Again, keep this number in mind because, you know, if there's a racehorse by the number 135, you know what I'm saying? 19 weeks and 3 days, kill 44. With the key, David 135. But see, 19 weeks and 3 days from the upcoming Kentucky Derby, 193 is the 44 prime, kill 44. They're killing some horses by the numbers. Also, 4 months, 14 days, false flag equals 414 in English Sumerian. This is absolutely a false flag. I didn't mean to type in false or anything. I meant to type in kill. Kill 44. See, 19 weeks and 3 days from the upcoming Derby. They're saying some horses are killed. Shot and killed. By the police, obviously, if it happened. So toddler cruise ship death. I'm not going to talk about it with the toddler, but again, if the toddler really died, they were killed by the Freemasons. Columbus Division of Police. This is completely contrived crap. These people are awful. They run an agenda every single day. Coming soon. Far North Neighborhood Policing Center. What? You see what I'm saying? This is what my money's going towards. This is what's awful. You guys, I mean, I have to pay property tax. I don't live in the north, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure my property tax goes to this agenda anyway. So, you know, I'm saying because I can't get rid of it. Even if I want to, you know, turn my house into an investment property, which I should, it's like I'm gonna have to always pay taxes to this guy. But it's like, you know, to make money off an investment at that point, it's like, well, what can I do? Far North Neighborhood Policing Center, which means, guys, you never own anything. By the way, never think you own a house in this nation, especially you don't in America. You don't own anything, especially a house or land. If you're paying taxes on it every fucking year, and if you don't, the government will take it from you, then you don't own it. But you know, Far North Neighborhood Policing Center, groundbreaking ceremony. This is by the numbers. They did the ceremony by the numbers. I can't wait to see the day the ceremony was. I can't see how long this video is. Well, 22 minutes and it's 56.
Good morning. I'd like to.
With the thumbnail's 57. See on 10-10-18. I'll see 118. 1118.
Good morning. I'd like to start off by saying welcome.
On 10-10-18 at 8118. I mean, it's just by the numbers. I mean, just seeing that alone is by the numbers. See? 118, 8118. Senkus Boulevard. It's just bullshit by the numbers from the police every single time. Senkus 77, 85 Reflection 58, Boulevard. Senkus Boulevard 93, 177 like propaganda, like New World Order, 51 like Freemason, like conspiracy. Of course, death number 228. United States of America also equals 228. I don't see too much with this full address. Maybe they're just calling the Senkus Boulevard. Because I want to, you know, again, I don't like to go too much into it and then, you know, have something for every little thing. I think that's what confuse people. That's when it's because then if you do every little thing, try to code every little thing, and someone says, well, you're just doing all this to make this work, then they actually might have a point at a certain point. That's why I try to keep it very simple. But we can do and that's the thing is this, you might just want to do, you know, maybe substation. Or groundbreaking, because it's groundbreaking is what it is. But you want to see the date numerology, that's the main thing, 10-10-18. You know, happened over a year ago, and it's here on the front page. See? By the numbers. They were 58 numerology. Columbus Police equals 58. This is the Columbus Police putting us out by the numbers. Columbus Police equals 58. Freemasonry equals 58. They are a secret society. Society equals 58, or secret society equals 58, like Columbus Police. And it also equals 166, like secret society. And also, see, there we go. Columbus Police 77, like Senkus. It was on Senkus Boulevard. Senkus 77, like Columbus Police. That's what they were trying to do on that. This is a ritual, you know, the hat, the helmets on the thing, groundbreaking. What's a substation? Equals substation, 32 like Scottish. Groundbreaking equals 74. So again, I'm trying to see if they link this up with the date numerology or something like that, but they didn't. So, you know, I'm not going to pay it too much mind. Yes, I know equals 74, which is great, but it's a there's groundbreakings everywhere. You know what I mean? This gang in particular, they love the groundbreakings. They do, but the date numerology really shows it here. Far North 44, officer. Yeah, these people are always doing things by the numbers. What's up, Tim Time? I already did Juice WRLD's death. I have a video on it. Have you seen my video on his death? I have a video on that. He murdered by the numbers. They had the whole seizure thing. They had the TikTok seizure challenge, and then he dies from a seizure. Seizure equals 86 with blood sacrifice. Yeah, actually, I really, it just seems that they could re-elect Trump. It'll be a giant joke. Like they're just playing us. Everything. It'll just be such a mockery. That's why I kind of like if they re-elect him, I kind of want that just to it'll help wake people up. Because again, you might be asking why you want Trump re-elected. I'm like, well, because they're gonna have an actor in the office anyway. It literally doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter because they're gonna have even if they brought Obama back. I mean, how's that honestly any better? He's still another actor. It'll be more racially divisive propaganda. So we might as well have Trump back in the office, and then it just wakes more people up. A deed to land is a joke. The government can still seize your land. Exactly. A deed to land is a giant joke. Yep. Nowhere in America, especially, you own any land, any sort of house. Not at all. You can pay off your whole house. It doesn't matter. The government can seize your house, your land, whatever the fuck they want, even if you pay your taxes. It was good, Dr. Savage. Glad you made it, man. This theater to cause division at Christmas dinner. Exactly. How many people are going to be divided at Christmas dinner over Trump's impeachment? I'm just like, come on. You gotta be so dumb to like fall for this stuff. You just do. But that's things in school. They teach everyone that they're smart, they're intelligent. They make you take this ACT, SAT, their version of an IQ test, and you pass them with flying colors and think you're smart. It's like, no, you're probably really retarded, and this stuff is just easy for you, like the book smart stuff. That doesn't make you smart at all. About us. See, about us with a pentagram within a circle. This is the Columbus Division of Police. About them. These people are just tyrants. This is what they're into. Andrew J. Ginther, still the mayor, uncontested because he's an actor. Our mission in history. These people are frauds. They're bullshit. The media releases, a lot of these are rituals. I've shown you this. A lot of people are being murdered. A lot of the shit's Southside propaganda from the gang. Aggravated robbery, all downtown, all Broad Street, Broad Street. Here, at least here's in the north. But yes, I'm telling you, this stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying that's all. I'm sure maybe a couple of these could be real. Absolutely, I'm not going to deny, the legitimacy of every last thing in here. I can be logical again, and say, sure, a real thing can happen. They can put it in here. But again, they mix it up with things. I've shown you how they have actual contrived rituals in here that they've done. They also are selective. They don't put everything in here. There's a lot of events they leave out of here. That's also very suspicious. And then the Times Always report are always interesting. Always numbers for order to chaos or for this gang. 851 and Reflection 158. The officers always involved. Always been numbers for Freemasonry. Jeffrey Strayer. You'll get Freemasonry numbers in his name. All these officers are coded. That's what I'm here trying to show you. That these people are all Freemasons. See? Mason 73. Mason, Freemason 42. This guy's name equals 181 to 42nd prime. Masonry 42. Mason 73. You see what I'm saying? Freemason 42. Masonry 42. Zionism 42. This guy's name equals 181 the 42nd prime. These are the Freemasons. All their names are coded. They're all Freemasons, these police. In the lodge, they do these rituals all the time. Get named accordingly. Strayer equals 47, like Ohio, like cop. This cop's last name equals 47. Even better. Look at this. Strayer, right? 106, 34, 47. He's a what? Columbus police officer. Columbus 106, 34, 47. You guys seeing this? Do you see how we're looking at the fake news propaganda, we're learning a lot from here, and we move over to what? We're no more on CNN, we're on local news. This is local, at least for me, police. This is my local law enforcement. Are you seeing how my local law enforcement All these people are by the numbers. See, Detective Jay Shockey, I'm sure this guy is too. These are all Freemasons. They're coded. I'm yet to see how they're not. Look at that again. Columbus, Strayer, perfect. Jay Shockey, 49 like Scottish, 122 like Freemason. Shockey, 103, 32 like Scottish. You see what I'm saying? All these numbers for the Scottish Rite Freemasons with these people. It never fails. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you want an assignment, you can go to any police department. You can go to Columbus Division of Police. You can look at any of these. Missing adult, Ricardo Vallejo. Don't be surprised if I was missing. Last seen on the east side of Columbus, this guy was probably abducted by the police against his will. Don't be surprised what these people do. Yep, young black man. Nope, 39-year-old black man. Of course, he's 39. You know, number stand on black people throughout history. Tuskegee, 39. Slaves, 39. See what I'm saying? Guy could easily be targeted at 39. So this guy could have been a targeted individual. Ricardo, 68, like Afro, like Barack Obama. He has the Hispanic name, but this guy definitely looks pretty black. And he's 39. Black man, 51-21, 5'10", 210 pounds. Interesting. See what I'm saying? And it makes you wonder: Is this even real? Is this even real? This honestly, I mean, again, I could easily confirm this if I wanted to, and that's why I have to just by default for certain things. Yeah, sure. I could probably this guy's probably an actually abducted person. Very well could have been abducted by the police though, and murdered by the numbers. Missing since December 5th, 2019. They with 47 numerology, 29 numerology, Ohio 2947, Buckeye 36. Vallejo 40-112, like Circle 2377. See, and here's the thing: his name doesn't fully fit like a pattern they would use. So it's almost like, okay, his name's like perfectly fitting the Buckeye Ohio pattern. We don't even get much like, yeah, we could kill 69 or 64, and that's when I see this. I don't see such a heavy hitting match. To me, it makes more sense than this guy actually then missing, and the police very well could be involved in some way. And it was putting this out by the numbers. That's what these people do. These people are not to be trusted. You saw the police officers are all by the numbers. I didn't mean for this to come up. I wanted something else to come up so I can see another. I want to do one more officer and see how they're coded by the numbers. Oh, East Livingston Avenue. This is my neighborhood. An aggravated robbery in my neighborhood. Sure. Let's see. Another probably another black man being shamed. Possibly. Detective T. Agee. Agee. 1890. So at least his last name didn't. But I wanted his full name because I'm sure his first and last name are there. Sergeant Sean Laird. You know, it's with T. Agee itself. That's why probably this because the guy, see 38, Death Claim Murder 38, 97, 25. So even then, I want to know his first name. Then I guarantee you his first and last name. It was for Freemasonry. Officer 44. He's an officer. This guy's name also 163 to 38th prime. Officer C. Laird 44 as well. Officer 44. Sean Laird 44. Laird 44. He's an officer. 44. He's a Mason. 26. Reflection 62. Officer 62. So I guess enough from that. I'm making one all day. Victims' rights. There's no rights. Is bullshit. Central Ohio is bullshit. These people are all about the cabal. Dead men float. That's why you shouldn't rise in court when this attorney and judge is considered living. Yep, that's exactly it. It's always the death symbolism in the court. Yeah, the business is better because of that. Because you're not making yourself involved with that shit. Listen to Marilyn Manson. He explains it all in Saturnalia. I definitely should check that out. What are the mathematical odds of my finds? Couldn't that be considered some sort of evidence of authenticity? Yeah, that is evidence. That's exactly evidence. And we've calculated the odds before. I know John. He doesn't come around anymore, but someone he was calculating the odds of this, and they're astronomically small. That's just what I'm saying. But guess what? Most people, they don't even get statistics or odds anyway, or else they wouldn't be fucking losers. That's just usually how I see it. Because losers just don't understand statistics. I've just kind of learned that throughout life. Because thing is, losers would say, oh, if it happens 99 times, but it didn't happen the 100th time, then it's bullshit. I mean, that's what a loser would think. Unless they're gambling, and then they're the ones on the line with the money, and they'll say, "Oh, well, I'll win the next time." When it's in their favor, they'll believe it. Again, it's just loser mentality. 99% of this world are losers, and unfortunately, this is how it is. So, probably definitely gonna wrap this up. Absolutely, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm just gonna close this. I think they're gonna just leave us at 10:54 update time. We've documented here in the stream. You guys all have it in your memories. I'm just thinking now, like if I lay down now, would I fall asleep? It feels like I wouldn't. So that's why I want to keep streaming. But like, let me not be ridiculous. Again, this groundbreaking on day with 58 numerology from the Columbus Police. Again, here's getting healthy. Oh, we gotta look at this. HHS.gov. 8 health. Let's look at the government. This is what the government tells you how to be healthy. Just more proof that these people don't give a fuck about you. Make half your plate fruits and vegetables. So make half your plate a bunch of indigestible fiber that you can't, and with a lot of anti-nutrients that your body can't even get. You don't even get most of the nutrients in these plants. That's just the thing. Your body can't absorb them. There's no fat to absorb the fat soluble vitamins, and two, a lot of these plants have things in them to make it so your body doesn't absorb certain minerals with it, and it makes them hard to get. Even the plant protein is hard to assimilate. This is all scientifically proven and biologically proven. I mean, you can go prove this yourself. That's why, like, a lot of times you have, like, they'll say one study that I want to read through more, but it makes a lot of sense. Like, someone had like meat with like corn tortillas or whatever, and like most of the zinc, I think either zinc or iron, they weren't able to absorb because of the corn. It's just especially because corns are seeds, and the seeds have these anti-nutrients. And the seeds, because they don't want to be eaten, they're the babies, or the plant's babies. They want to be propagated so they can keep growing. It's a survival defense mechanism. So the seeds have these things in them to make it so the person eating them, the organism eating them, cannot thrive. Because then if you keep eating it, and your kids keep eating it, and you don't thrive, you'll either die out or stop eating it because you realize it's bad. It's exactly how plants work. And the government then knows that, so they keep saying, make sure half your plate is that. Why do you think? So you're fuller on fiber, you get less nutrients, less food, less calories. They promote low calorie. Why do you think it's always low calorie, low calorie? That means low energy. With low energy, that means you can't fucking fight back or do anything. And then so look, half plate fruit and vegetables and the other half grains. Oh no, make the half of the grains you eat whole grains. So more just anti-nutrients. Grains are seeds. And all the shit, all the holy ones you eat, that's all the stuff that you can't digest, that has no nutritional value, that gives you, irritable bowel syndrome, all these digestive issues that, again, you go to the doctor then for to give them more money. And then what they say, oh, keep eating your whole grain, oatmeal or whatever, and stop eating, like, I don't even know what they'll tell you to stop eating, but they'll tell you to keep doing the thing that's giving you the problem, because they know that you'll come back in and spend more money on their drugs. Switch to fat-free or low-fat, guys. I'm so glad we're saying this. This is exactly what the government wants. This is exactly what the federal government wants you to eat. Fruits and vegetables. I love fruits. I do. But your half your plate is fruits and vegetables. Tell me, how is that nutritious? How are you going to get your nutrients when half your plate is that? It's already even if you look at everything from calorie standpoint, I don't look at everything from a calorie standpoint, but even if that was you're not even getting calories during that. So your whole grains, we explain that. Okay, well, the milk. So first off, you're drinking this pasteurized nonsense from the federal government, and then when you switch to fat-free or low-fat milk, which tastes like complete garbage, Both have the same amount of calcium. That's what they're talking about. And other essential nutrients as whole milk. No, how? The fat soluble vitamins and the shit in the fat, or no, not the fats, and then the any sort of fat soluble vitamins you get, you're not gonna get much of that because you don't have the fat from the milk. It literally makes no sense. You're just saying fewer calories and saturated fat. Guys, your body's made out of saturated fat. They're demonizing saturated fat. That's all they do, and then they promote no nutrition. Choose a variety of lean protein foods. You know, why? Why not fatty protein? Yes, I know there's a lot of toxins in the fat of these animals raised poorly and stuff like that, but you can get, better raised things. You can go hunt your own food. If you're eating lean protein, lean stuff all the time, then it's non-sustainable because you're not running on any fat. Your body needs fat to survive. That's why, again, if your brain doesn't have fat, you're not thinking properly, you're going to be fucking more retarded, you're going to be easier to control. That's why they're putting this in their diet. Notice how this entire diet has no fat in it. There's no fat in the fruits and vegetables. There's no fat in the grains. There's no fat in the milk. There's no fat in the meat. So this is a complete fat-free diet. And they even tell you to cut back on fat. This is a fat-free diet. Knowing that the brain runs on fat, the brain runs on glucose. I get that. I know how the brain runs on glucose and all that, but the brain also uses fat, and it can run on ketones. And the brain needs fat to function right. It just does. Your brain needs fat to develop. Your body needs fat to develop. And look at this diet from the government. This is from .gov. The government is absolutely telling you to eat a fat-free diet, completely fat-free, completely. Eat fewer foods that contain solid fats. So no butter. See, why? What's wrong with butter? See what I'm saying? No bacon. What's wrong with bacon? Hell, they're not even telling you to eat like avocados. They literally want you. They don't even want you to have plant fats. They want you to have no fats. That's how serious people want you to be fucking stupid. It's this right here proves their entire agenda in terms of keeping you sick. Even seafood. Yeah, I guess seafood has some nice fat. Yeah, omega. Okay, first off, seafood is also expensive. Then when you spend all your money getting your fat from seafood instead of just getting your fat from like some ground beef or something. Again, you can just see what these people are trying to promote. And this is .gov. This is from the federal government. This is bullshit. Yeah, some of these foods taste good. I'm not going, talking about the taste or anything. It's just straight up what they're doing to your body. Yeah, cow's milk from Walmart. That shit's awful. Yeah, their brains are fat. Our brains are made of fats and cholesterol and stuff. And they want you to not eat we are what we eat. Yeah, you need omega-6. Yeah, you need these things. But again, first off, they're saying to only get them from one source. And they're saying get rid of everything else. That's what I'm saying. Because again, not everyone can afford seafood and fish. A lot of people just can't. There's people that are actually allergic to fish and shellfish and stuff like that. So like, with that going on, what can I do? Yeah, pork holds all the toxins in their fat. Yeah, they do. I think it's in general fat, like the organs and the fat as well. The toxins are stored in these animals. So yeah, like that will be a reason you'd want to cut some of the fat. Like if you want to, and especially if you ate it raw and you want to cook up the toxins, you'd do that, or just eat it not as much, or get a pig just raised better because you can get a pig raised on like a diet that it can actually eat that's not fed everything, that's not vaccinated, that's not giving antibiotics, and then you can actually eat their fat and be fine. But all the bacon in the supermarket's not gonna be like that. So, I mean, I think that really just proved it there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then they give the option, oh, don't eat fried food. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. It's like they'll tell you this and say, oh, sure. Save leftovers. Why? Why not just eat your food, eat your meal, digest your food, and go on your day? Why not, even if you want to eat one meal a day or 2 meals a day? What if you save your leftovers and then just first, if you cook food, it can actually grow bacteria that you don't want because this doesn't grow well in there. I'm not demonizing leftovers at all. I'm not saying don't eat leftovers, but a lot of people throw them out. I mean, why are they recommending that? Instead of, if you're full, why not just not give yourself that much food? And why not, again, and why are you going to be full? You're going to be full because you're filling up on a bunch of vegetables. So you're going to be full anyway. And you can put your vegetables, your salad, your soggy salad in the fridge. Sure, eat your soggy ass salad tomorrow. Tell me if you're going to actually do that. Again, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, these pigs are full of chemicals. Yeah, raising, growing. These are the things we need to be doing. And the thing is, these are things they don't teach in school. We just can't win unless we farm our own food. Yeah, we have to. We have to farm and gather and hunt our own food. Water's full of fluoride. You have to move out of the cities. Yep. Either that or just don't drink the water. You know, or what's it called? Distill it. Yeah, humans were not meant to eat 3 times a day. I don't think so either. Because I think we can run so long on like food. Like it's so easy to eat like a nice meal in the morning or in the middle of the day and just be good on that. You're not hungry. You have all the energy. Yeah, full on 3 meals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doctor said I like that too. I used to do that too. I mean, I'll eat like a few times, like a little, not like 3 times a day, but like once, twice, maybe a snack here and there, something. Sometimes I'm like, it's kind of just listen to my body. You know, I don't listen to what the government's saying. Yeah, wild meat's definitely way better than bacon. I mean, I agree, Lord Finn. But I mean, technically, you can kill a wild boar, eat its belly, and that's bacon. You know what I mean? That's just why I'm talking about in general. Like if you found a wild boar, killed it, ate its belly, that's just Owen Benjamin. Yeah, I never checked him out. I've heard of him. I never checked him out, so I don't really know what he's about. So, guys, I think it's about that time. It's because it's 3:30. If I quit now, because my goal is to be asleep by 4:30 at the latest. So I think we've talked about a whole lot. I don't know what's wrong with my resolution. It's fine. YouTube's probably just fucking with my stream. Is Hubbard on hiatus? No, he's on his probably 22nd channel. Here, I'll link his new channel in the description. Huh. Oh my. See, I wish I was showing this for other things. Here, go watch your fake news. Huh. See, Zach just streamed an hour ago. I think I knew Zach was gonna stream tonight too. I was like, after his stream, I was like, hey, because I was thinking of stream. I was like, oh, am I gonna stream? I might miss Zach streaming, but I'll check the replay. But see, Camacho Effect News, notice how it has 1.95 subscribers, because this is what, I don't even know, the third time he's done this one. Sakura Hubbard's been banned, 20 times at least. It's actually on his 20th channel, but I think I think he's on like his 23rd, 22nd. And if you count like his sports channel, like I think it's on even maybe his 25th channel. I mean, I've honestly lost count at this point. There will be a point where Zach will lose count of his channels. I know he's keeping track. I think they're gonna delete Zach's channel so many times where he might just lose count. Because that's how much YouTube suppresses him. There will be a point. It's not going to be 50, 60, 80 channels. There'll be a point where it's just like, okay. But guess what? It's the persistence. We got to show this gang we're not going anywhere. 3:30 is the time of the Freemasons. Yeah, so let's look at 3:30 and we cut 19 seconds here. 3:13 and 19, or 3:30 and 19. Chaos 19. 33. Good night. Yeah. Natural life or artificial chosen one. I'd rather have a natural life. I've always noticed this: the more natural I am, the less anxious I am. It's always been like that. That's why I always strive to and it's not like I sit out in nature all day long. I love being out in nature all day long. But when it's cold like this, probably not. But you know what I mean. But I just feel like whenever I feel myself feeling a little anxious, I would just say, okay, am I doing something that's am I feeling natural? Am I doing something that's like natural? That's just I should be doing. If the answer is yes, I usually feel fine because I don't have to question it. But whenever, I mean, that thing is whenever I'm doing that, I'm not feeling like a certain way. But if I'm feeling any sort of anxiety, it's because I'm just doing something that I just should not be doing. If it's like sitting at your work all day, or just even sitting in traffic all day, that's just shit. It's like really shouldn't be doing. Sitting in front of the computer all day. I mean, if I'm streaming, that's kind of different, but. So yeah, I think I linked Zach's video into the stream, but that will lead to his channel. Oh, thanks a lot, Ashley. You're awesome too. I'm really glad you're here. I really enjoy you guys being here. This guy's a penny stock pumper. Man, see this guy pumps stocks. I've seen one of his schemes. I'm not saying he's a bad person at all. I mean, I think some of his picks are good. But I'm just letting you know, if you see his face, him and Stansberry Research, they give stock picks. But that's the thing, these promoters, these pumpers, that's what happens. They pump these stocks up, and if you get in at the right time, you can ride the wave. So, I'm kind of letting you know about him if you want to follow him. I've never played his picks. I've never even seen them pan out, but I just know how the game works. If you give out penny stock picks or any sort of stock picks, you're trying to pump up the price for you and your fellow investors. Because that guy makes money off of the shitty pumps, so you can make money with him. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I mean, we've seen it all. I'm kind of just going up and down the propaganda now. So I'm just going to close this out. Again, Columbus, Ohio is a bunch of bullshit. The federal government's a bunch of bullshit. Their health, how to eat healthy. I cannot believe this. Literally, I can't believe everything they said. Everything they said was no fat at all. No fat whatsoever. When that's what you want to be going for. And then the only fat you get is from the most expensive source. Think about it. And then these people aren't supposed to be money hungry. They're not supposed to be money focused, but they're telling you that the only fat you should be eating is from the most expensive fucking source. Which again, there's nothing wrong with eating fish, shellfish, even for how much it costs. You can get it at pretty affordable prices too. But again, it's just you see what they're doing. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to change. Oh, thanks, Snooker. I'm glad you're here as well. Awesome seeing you. Yeah, I'm gonna grow but not change. For me to change, I'd have to just say, fuck all this. Fuck all you guys. I'm done with this. I'm done spreading the truth. I mean, I'm gonna go back to just believing the propaganda and telling everyone how to. I mean, that's just completely impossible. It's completely impossible. I mean, how can I ever go back to CNN and be like, oh, maybe this is real. Maybe Nancy Pelosi's not an actor. Maybe it actually happened. I was wrong the whole time. I mean, this is impossible at this point. I mean, just look at this video. It's impossible. Look at her face. Completely an actor for the federal government. This proves it. This day proves it completely. I mean, that's why I've been maintaining what I've been saying. I'm saying, fuck Nancy Pelosi. Stop believing her. Stop listening to her. She does absolutely nothing. She's just here to distract you. And this video absolutely proves it. Yep, MBS. Dude drops definitely employment drugs. Well, MBS. Oh, Mind, Body, Soul. I thought you were talking about Mohammed bin Salam, another government actor. Yep, if anyone here, if you ever hear about MBS, don't believe it. MBS is an actor. The whole Saudi royal family is a bunch of bullshit. Yep, no going back at all. It's really not. Not that I even want to. I mean, I think if I wanted to go back, I can't. I can't. I guess impossible. I can't reprogram my mind to not see the truth. It's literally impossible. Police make arrest and death of transgender teen, transgender 53, gender 53, impeachment 53, all around that time. 1141 in Vancouver, just in Vancouver, Washington. Don't be surprised. This could be synced up with Vancouver, Canada. Right? I'm sure they could sync it up with that in some way, shape, or form. I'm not too sure. Vancouver Canucks. That's Fake's team. That's 42 degrees over in Canada. High at 47 today, sure. So, I mean, they could have been syncing us up with this. I'm not sure. Birthday, July 6th. Your birthday is 7/6. The Sacrifice 76. Missing at 17. See this teen missing at 17? This is the second teen we've seen today in the propaganda and they're 17 years old. See what I'm saying? Again, someone was just asking about the statistical probabilities. We've seen the teens are the propaganda at least 90% of the time. That's not supposed to happen. You have a greater chance of 13, 14, 15, and 16. You have 4 versus 1 number. You have a greater chance of it being any of those than 17, statistically speaking. Even in terms of people being missing, people doing this and that, people being influenced by this and that, you might even have an argument, well, maybe it's more likely for 15-year-olds to be kidnapped. It's more likely for, 16-year-olds or 13-year-olds, do this in school. But here it's always a 17-year-old. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It makes no statistical sense at all. At all. And that proves this is bullshit propaganda. Tom Ryan. That sounds like the name of an actor. I mean, it is. A police actor. Tom Ryan. By numbers, get Tom equals 33. 48. Tom Ryan, 83, 38 like murder. 34 like murder. Remember that one Columbus? Remember Strayer, or Officer Strayer from Columbus Division of Police, 10634. We had now it's Tom Ryan, 10634. Unbelievable. I mean, the police are all their names are all the same number, pretty much. That's what the police are coded. Their names are all the same number. Yeah, you're welcome, White Ways. You're welcome. Yeah, no, some people already went to bed. Some gonna close now because people already left. You guys probably want to go to bed. It's almost 4 a.m. It's gonna suck when I close the stream and then I'm up for another hour trying to go to sleep. I'm like, damn, I could just be streaming for another hour, but that's not how it works. I gotta actually because if I can sit here and keep talking and I just not gonna go to sleep. Like I can keep talking for the next 5 hours, and it's probably not the thing to do. And also, guys, we've exhausted the propaganda right now. Oh well, first we gotta finish with Iran. Oh, so this is the 19th, but it's the 19th, and even in California, it's now the 19th. It's only in Hawaii, it's not. But So now we gotta stop talking about the 18th. It's not the 19th. It's 112. But again, I was gonna say Iran's always in the propaganda. It's 4224 numerology. And guys, I don't know. I hate to say it, but if it wasn't for the impeachment stuff, I could see this stuff coming out. I don't know how exactly coordinated this stuff is. I knew the impeachment narrative was probably scripted decades, centuries ago, but it just seems so convenient that this could have come out yesterday. Because Iran equals 4224, and yesterday, the 18th, the day with 4224 numerology. Or, again, this could be just about, uranium. It literally could be by the numbers for today, and I'm just looking at it wrong. That's very well what it is. It's all coordinated. There's a reason why it's coming out today. It's not an accident. I can't use any sort of bias. Restless leg. Yeah, I get restless leg. I usually use it for it's funny. I think subconsciously I do it because there's times I'm not even nervous when I do it. I think it just feels nice sometimes. Yeah, Zach has a new channel. He always does because YouTube always pulls it down. See, the thing is, Zach's he's relentless. You always gotta think about him being relentless. Never think he's never gonna go anywhere. As in he's never going away from YouTube. YouTube will keep taking his channel down. He's gonna keep coming back. And same with me. When the YouTube deletes his channel, because they will. I don't know when, but they will. I'll just be right back. Ain't slept in months. Yeah, I wish I could say that, but I think it's time to close it. Especially because before it could be 50 people in the stream. Once it's 50 people, now let's keep going. So, we'll close it here. I'm tempted to go check out Fox News, but I'm not even going to do that. I feel that's just a bad idea. Because there'll just be so much propaganda, and I won't even stop talking about it. Here, this is Turning Actor in a 3-minute, 42-second video. All right, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, look at these votes: 197, the 45th prime; Donald 23, Donald 50, 229, the 50th prime. Oregon, yeah, I need to look more into that stuff too. Donald Trump, 420 equals 450. 45 Tyler Durden, Fight Club. I'm not fully following the decode, Mickey, but I might just have to I have to probably type it in myself. Fight Club 88. That's interesting though. All right, guys, you have a good night. For these messages, yeah, these messages will be several hours long. So I'm probably gonna, guys. I think I might even stream. I probably won't stream again for some weeks or something because I'm about to go for Christmas and shit. So I won't be able to make much videos or stream. So at least I got to do the stream now. 3 hours and 23. See, that's what I'm saying. There was one time I've done a 5-hour stream before, and it was this type of situation. It was like a Saturday night or Friday night, 1 a.m. Because think about it, if it's Friday night at 1 a.m., I can stream for 8 hours. It literally doesn't matter. So that's why I gotta be aiming for streaming, these type of times. So Yeah, you're welcome, Mind Body Soul. I really appreciate you as well. You guys take care. You guys have a good night. Peace out.